Yes, job people, this is Michael Shamai representing. I will say, hear the lion voice, saying it is time for the lions and the lionesses to tell their own story. King David killed Goliath with a stone, we original dread.
The fittest of the fittest shall survive. But people, open your eyes. Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega representing for all lions and lionesses. With the lion's voice, we come to tell our story. Rastafari, live it. Hey, the lion's voice, Rastafari.
The time has come for lions to tell our own story. Yes, you're listening to Lion's Voice. I is Rastabat hailing from the island of St. Croix. Yeah, I'm bringing to your Rastafari vibes. Can you feel it? Rastafari. Babylon born when Rasta come together. Can you feel it? Rastafari. Because Babylon done when I and I come together. Look how we live together, look how we work together, Oh, Babylon done when Rasta come together. Hail I, Rastafari, His Majesty and Empress Men in Bless. Yeah man, hailing from St. Croix, Rastafari, I hear you.
Aye.
Greetings, I'm Sister Aisha Diana Conwood, currently the Assistant Commissioner of Agriculture for the U.S. Virgin Islands. Time for the lioness to roar. You know, this is the lion's voice. Lioness, let's roar, lion pour. Ah!
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice. Them could never conquer the mountains. Thousands of years and counting. Ethiopia rise again unto the world. Now we are announcing. Them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see them wanna go dismantle the base. When the trumpet sound and the violence cease, how we say one go build up the cities. Well, them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see them wanna go dismantle the base. Rastafari crown as the Prince of Peace. Him tell the youths them fi build up them countries. Well, solar energy that them a see. The whole city powered by the sun's energy. The road them make out of hemp and concrete. Neighborhoods full of fruit trees that taste sweet. The youths put down them guns, them harvest and a reap. The beautiful gardens will line every street. Tired of the bloodshed, them done with the beef. Not even animals for that, them burn out the meat. Where people say Haile Selassie, I see Nile. When they see say him a treat the dirt like a child. Peace on earth from the banks of...
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the evil days. At least 1/3 of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimabe is giving birth in a place called Erjersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Tafari, meaning one to be feared or respected. Lich Tafari's father, Ras Makunin, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Ras McCunnan is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Ras McCunnan knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. Lich Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting, and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of Kwesi Bansu's book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
Come be a part of history and experience the sharing of wisdom from some of the most brilliant thought leaders in our community. Come see Muda Baruka, Styles P, Nori Muhammad, Lawrence Haja, Dr. Dorothy Holly, Dejaz Mach Kwasi, Deborah Hines, and Midwife Asasia impart their wisdom at Groundings with My Brothers and Sisters, a holistic health conference. A plant-based breakfast and lunch are included. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of His chosen Queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwesi Bansu, aka the Chazmach Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Pan-African Happy Man. I'm a creative industry attorney, I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an actionist, and right now I am the host of Lion Talk Live. Welcome to Lion Talk Live, and welcome to the Lion Voice Network, where the lions are telling our own story. Big up everyone online now on the live. Big up everyone who's going to be calling in, joining I. We're doing something special today. We've never done this before. We are actually going to open up the StreamYard so that ones can join us from all over creation. Just to hold a reasoning, because I said that the time has come for the lions to tell our own story. So tonight, our special guest is the Lion Pride. We are opening it up for the audience to come up, any topics that they item want to reason on as it relates to Rastafari, Pan-African, Armageddon. You know, this is the 10,000 subscriber episode, and we're going to do this periodically moving forward, just checking. We're going to check the temperature. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how long we're going to be on live tonight. I know a couple of brethren say they're going to be sounding forward. Hopefully some sisters sound forward. But we're just going to open it, and everyone is going to feel so ileful. So if you're online, we're going to drop the StreamYard shortly. And I want to meet the item and hear what's going on, where the item there. You know, I think the community that we're building here, it requires interaction. We just don't want to be, you know, putting out information and then the ecosystem has no life. We want to have a lively, vibrant ecosystem. So
We're going to be very interactive today. Big up yourself, Hamilton Brown. I hope you'll come on the live and join us later on when we drop the link. You know, we have some special guests. Hopefully they'll pass through. I'm not saying no names, but hopefully some special guests will pass through. We're also going to be promoting the Association of Rastafari Creative this Sunday. We'll be giving a workshop hosted by I and I. You know, yes, yours truly, or the I them truly. We're doing a workshop on creating a creative ecosystem. So I'm going to be talking to creatives. The item have seen what I have been doing here. You know, we've been on YouTube for about 3 years, 2 years of steady work. We just hit 10,000 subscribers. So I am demonstrating that we kind of know what we are doing here on the platform. We know, you know, we study the algorithm, how these things work. And it took us a while to build the momentum. But right now we are adding about 1,000 new Lion Pride members every strong. The Patreon is also growing. We have 21 people in our Patreon. That's the paid part of the Lion Pride. That's the economic engine of what we're building. I want to big up Sian. He just returned to the Lion Pride on Patreon, one of our first ever Patreon, and then took a break and coming forward. And I want the item know, even though we're a young ecosystem, that's how the Lion Pride move. We have people that have been in the Lion Pride, they leave, they come forward when they can. You know, it's like an economic hiccup and, you know, your money is funny. You take a pause, you know what I mean? We don't worry about that. But they see what we're doing here. We have over 800 pieces of content, over 850 pieces of content now on the platform. One of the largest archives of Rastafari testimony on the internet. So if you're interested in learning, we have the most Rastafari Sistren voices of any platform on the planet. We committed ourselves to showcase the voice of the lioness. So it's here on the Lion Voice. You're going to see that. We have a tremendous amount of interviews and reasonings with elders, youths, ones from Jamaica, Trinidad. We have continental Africans represented. So we're building an archive here. We're building an online community, as I say, where people can be educated, people can be informed. Before I go any further, I want to big up I Never Knew TV. They just had their big conference in Philly. You saw the flyer and the intro. I was participating. I participated as a panelist. It was so powerful. Muta Baruka, the elder, was present. Styles P, the hip hop icon from the Locks. Nuri Muhammad, Nation of Islam. It was a Pan-African oasis. Big up all of the Philly people that were there. We were there on set with our book. Sold about 20 books. You know, I was pleasantly surprised. But the real thing that made I man smile and made I heart feel glad was that I met some of the Lion Pride. 2 members of the Lion Pride were there. These brethren came up to I and said, yeah man, I subscribe. I'm part of the Lion Pride. You know, the I word sound is like food and nourishment. And for I, even though the numbers are small, you know, for I to go to a city that I do not live in and meet 2 brethren who tap into the fullness to I, it was my earth strong. I tell the I them the truth, you know, I feel good. And these brethren are telling about the positive, you know, watching all of the reasoning, the outer views and knowledge shared. So it made I feel so good to see, you know, because we build in these online spaces, but in real life, you know, if you don't have something, you know, authentic connection, and we're gonna do meetups. You know, my vision for the Lion Pride eventually, we want to gather these like minds, not just online, but in physical spaces. We're doing what we can to really think and big up Lion Pride on Patreon. Reunion Island. I don't even know what time in the morning it is. Le Trousseau de Imperfect Perfectrice Negro I hope that the eye is able to join the StreamYard when we put up the link later on. I want to meet all of the Lion Pride tonight, family. We're opening the lines. If you just joined us, we're going to be opening up the stream for the audience. The time has come for the audience to tell their own story. We're not just static. Every 4:15 in the rise, the brethren is online with I and I. This is the Lion Pride family. It's, we're building something special here. So I pray that the brethren will join I and I online. I want to see the eye face. We will connect, make the connection. Tonight we're opening up the stream, family. I have some special guests, hopefully, that will be passing through. You know what I mean? Yes. I'm reading the comments. I'm joyful because I want to meet the family and do something special. We're celebrating, or we're celebrating. We hit 10,000 subscribers. So we're growing. We're the fastest growing Rastafari platform right now on the planet, averaging about 1,000 subscribers every strong. You know what I mean? So this has been a joy. Livity 9, blessing. I pray that the eye come up and join us later. We're gonna do some different things. I'm gonna have ones come up individually. We'll have panel. If the eye them want reason in a panel, we're gonna just mix it up tonight, family. 10,000 subscribers. We're gonna make the thing nice and bubble. You know how we like to bubble here on the Lion Voice Network. Any topic, the only thing, the rules are that we want to keep it to Rastafari, Pan-African, positive, no gossip, no swearing, no slackness. You know what I mean? We want to keep the reasoning positive. Those are the ground rules. If you don't abide by the ground rules, we're not going to argue, over talk each other. None of that's going to happen. We're going to open it up to the family so that we can reason tonight. We're celebrating the growth of the platform. We are coming together. So before we get into the program, I have to big up the entire Lion Pride. Who is the Lion Pride? If you subscribe, you're part of the Lion Pride. And big up the economic engine of the platform, the Lion Pride on Patreon. We say that we are Rastafari independent, non-aligned media. And to truly stay independent, we have to tap into the crowd funding, the audience funding, because if we rely on sponsorship, now that we're getting into the 10,000s, we're starting to look attractive for sponsors. But if we rely on the sponsorship, you know what I mean, then we are at their mercy. When they don't like what you say, they can cut the funding. And then how independent are you really? Human nature, you're going to try to keep the money flowing, because once we scale up and we have staff and we're running a full-time operation, then you're relying on sponsors. It leaves you very vulnerable. So we're relying on the principle of collective security to fund this, and I'm being very upfront about that from the very beginning. So I big up every chance I get the Lion Pride on Patreon. You can join the Patreon. You look in the comments, www.patreon.com/the Chasmach Kwasi. You can even join as a free member if you're not ready, if you don't have the economics. Join as a free member, so at least we can have your email and you can get the newsletter. So if we ever get kicked off of YouTube, I remember we did get a strike on this channel because we were talking about the vaccine and certain vibration. They gave us a strike. Censorship is very real. So we're going to be diversifying the platforms that we have the Lion Voice on. Exciting things in the forward that I will be announcing as we move forward. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing some very exciting things. I'm not going to announce them yet, but just know that you're dealing with a creative industry attorney. So I don't appear in front of the item as a novice in what I do. It's just that the time that we have, we're mobilizing behind the scenes in Rastafari globally. So it's just the time that I have to put into the platform, but we know what we're doing. So I'm telling the item by next year, this time, we'll be one of, if not the largest Rastafari platform on the planet. People are reaching out, you know, the word sound is getting out. Big interviews are coming down the pipeline. So, you know, it's just going to magnify what we're doing. So stay tuned. We're taking Rastafari to a new level. If you just joined us, this is the place where like minds gather. First of all, if you're tired of Rastafari just being seen as ganja smoking reggae show, run out on a stage, this is the place for the item. That means you're in the right place. If you want to see Rastafari actually build what they sing about, you know, if you want to see the manifestation of Zion on earth, you know what I mean, you can watch the episode we just did with Bingy Shaw and Honorable Priest Kailash and First Man, and we talked to people who are actually living the Rastafari creed, you know what I mean? So there's so much that we can do. I see one starting to tune in already. Honorable Priest, stay where you're there. I see the eye. Turn on your camera when you're ready. We're going to start bringing up family. And I pray that one's tune in from the four corners of creation. It's gonna be nice tonight. We're going to bubble the thing. We're going to bubble it like a sip, warm and easy. So share the link. Let your family know we're celebrating 10,000 subscribers every so often. We're gonna be doing episodes, doing lives where we just bring on the family. That will be the guest. The Lion Pride run the show. We're building a community. It's not just I talking to myself. So we're building a community. And if you're just joining us, I was explaining about the Lion Pride. We have the Lion Pride on Patreon. That's the economic engine. They're going to make this grow. I've been talking to my queen, who's also the producer for the show. And we are in agreement. We want to start with animation. We want to get into, you know, creating animated content. I want to animate my book into an animated feature film. You know, we want to do some big things with this network. It's not just what you see today is not what's going to be tomorrow. And big up everyone who was with us when we were under 100 subscribers. We're 10,000 strong right now, family. So this is also consistency beats perfection every day of the strong. If you go forward in the episodes, you see whole heap of mistake. I did an episode on failure because I failed. I wanted to have 100 people in my Patreon. I made the talk, I made appeal. It never happened. So we had a whole episode about failure is just a signpost on the road to your purpose. You know, we don't fear failure. It's part of the process. But now is a day for celebration because we also said we wanted to hit 10,000 subscribers by January 1st, and it's October 16th, and we already passed 10,000. We're at 10,300 already. So, you know, the word is out there. The tide that's sweeping Africa cannot be stayed. No force on earth is great enough to halt or reverse the trend. Its march is inexorable, and, you know, as a passage of time. So it really is a powers and a strength. So we really, again, give thanks. If you're just joining us, we're celebrating or celebrating 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, on the platform. We are streaming live right now on YouTube, on Facebook. We're going to be opening up the StreamYard the first time ever. So everyone watching, and we have some special guests that will pass through, is going to come on. And we're just going to mix it up. So any topics that the item want to reason on, any subjects, we just want to hear the voice of the Lion Pride tonight. You know, we're opening up the platform, taking the temperature. We're building community here. You know, we want to have authentic connection here on the Lion Pride. And remember to comment on the videos. Once you comment, you become part of the Action Lion Pride. Once you comment, like, and share, that means you're taking an action. You become part of our Action Lion Pride. Those are the ones that are helping us to achieve that rapid growth, because I get the analytics of who's sharing all of them things, the views. When you watch the content, we're over 1,000 watch hours for the month. So it's not just people subscribing. People are actually going forward in the catalog and watching the old videos. And I recommend, if you have not done that, go forward. We have the most Rastafari woman content on the planet Earth. I said that, challenge anyone to show me a platform with more voices of Rastafari Queens than Lion Voice Network. We have vlogs, we have visiting School of Vision, visiting Rastafari Village on the road. We have building in Ghana, the Kazi Project in the Volta region in Ghana. We have Insane Cry on the ground, Insane Cry. We have a lot of content. So we have different types of content. We have Lion Law, where we talk about creative industry law. We haven't done one of those in a while, but we're going to bring that forward. We have Lion Love, where we talk about relationships. I have some big things planned for that platform, as well as some big interviews coming. We're talking to the daughters right now about finding love in Rastafari and the conscious community. So if you haven't seen Lion Love, go forward and watch these things. You know what I mean? We're bringing varied content, Rastafari, Pan-African centric content to the global family. So, we're spreading like wildfire. So if you are just joining, we're getting ready. 8:30, we're going to open up the stream to talk to the Lion Pride. This is our first time doing this, but this is something that we're adding to the ecosystem, is to really check in with the audience. You know what I mean? We have Lion Pride all over the world. We want to check in with them. Some of them will become regulars on the platform. We want to interview them, get there. So it's something that you can interact with as a Lion Pride member, not just we talking to you and you just there. It's I and I. You know what I mean? I see the divinity in the audience, just as I would want the audience to see the divinity in I and I. That is the concept. One of the things that was requested at the Grounding with my brothers and sisters is to do an episode on the Rastafari language. So we're going to talk about that. I know one of the founders of the language, so we can, reason with him, hopefully, and get some of that. But we'll talk about the language, the origins, what some of the words, sound, and power is that's coming up. You know what I mean? So it's a movement, you know what I mean? And the certain characteristics of the Lion Pride is an action movement, you know what I mean? We're actually, we don't talk about too much theory on this platform. We talk to people who are at the pinnacle of Rastafari. We have engineers, we talk to attorneys, we talk to people in the health and medical field. We're talking to the grassroots organizers, the Mama Fires and the people who are, back of field tested. We talk to farmers, the Rasaiculas who have, acres of farming that they're doing on a high level, the Jabali Sebas. We talk to the people who are actually doing, because we want our children to see this is not just an artist run up on a stage levity. Rastafari has evolved. We're doing every facet of nation building at the highest level with the highest degree of integrity. And these ones typically don't do interviews. The only reason I'm able to get these ones on the platform is because of the superpower that the Most I bless I with, which is my network. You know what I mean? Diplomacy, you know what I mean? Which I employ over the years, and over 20 years in the movement. I have built a strong network. So I'm connected to every person who say Rastafari. I'm a one call away from them right now. I tell them family. So expect to see the unexpected here on the platform, and Rastafari is one call. That Rast who is one call away is one call away from everybody on the planet. So anything can happen on this platform. Give thanks for those who have been with us from the beginning. We really do give thanks, you know what I mean? Big up Bongo Wisely. Bongo Wisely, please click the link and come on. We would love to kick off with the eye. Bongo Wisely is the chair of the Caribbean Rastafari organization. He was part of the Lion Pride from early. These are the elders that have guided and supported I and I. I've never met Bongo Wisely in the physical form, but I feel like I know Bongo Wisely. Years, whole heap of meetings, Zoom calls, hours upon hours spent with Bongo Wisely. Bongo Wisely, please, producer, drop the link again. If you look in the comments, Bongo Wisely, just click on the comment if you can. Anyone who is watching who would like to join, please click the link. You'll be put into the backstage area. You just scroll down, enter studio, where we can see you. Want to make sure you turn your camera on. To get on the screen, you have to have your camera on because we don't want no funny business. Go on. We want to see the living people them. So just come in, turn on your camera, and let us have a reasoning. Tonight is a celebration night. We are going to be celebrating 10,000 subscribers in the Lion Pride. The thing I grow, the thing I prosper right now. So really do give thanks. Bongo Wisely, please, if the eye can, just click the StreamYard link and come and join us. We would love the eye to help us to kick it off. I and I family from Reunion Island. Click the link and come forward. All of the ones them who there. I want to start see some ones in the waiting room so we can start bring up the ones and we are opening up the show tonight, family. Liberty 9, click the link. Blessing, health, and strength to all the Lion Pride. Liberty 9, click the link now. Make we come and hold a islandful reasoning. No special guest tonight. The special guest is the Lion Pride. So we are trying something new. We're opening up the platform to the family. I have some special guests supposed to pass through. So I'm looking forward to see the ones then come in due season. You know what I mean? The link is in the comment section. You just drop the link. Just click on the link. Scroll down. Click enter studio. And then we can see you. We'll bring you up on the stage. I'm praying my elder Bongo Wisely can help kick us off. All the Ayanola family in the house. Big up yourself, Bongo Wisely. I know ones may not have known that we were doing this, so they might get themselves together. Yeah, man, take your time, get yourself together. But we want to have a reasoning with the Lion Pride tonight. And I want to just let you know also what we plan for the platform. I've always said that Rastafari, we need to show ourselves to ourselves. This is about the glory of the community. This is about us taking our place in the Pan-African community. People of African descent, we're always depending on other people's platforms to tell our story. So the inspiration for this is that, you know what, we know the glory of Rastafari, but we're an insular community. I wanted to show the greatness that I see all the time because I'm hearing people burn out Rastafari, but now I do nothing. And this is not the reality I live. You know what I mean? The ones that I know are doing mighty works and have been doing mighty works for decades, and fruits and things are there, but no mainstream platforms are highlighting what we're doing. And what we've done, we've left our public relation to the artists. All right, I see some people in the chat. I'm gonna bring up one of our loyal Lion Pride, Hamilton Brown. Bring up Hamilton Brown. Let me see what Hamilton I say. Lion Pride, blessing King.
Blessing the church much.
Isis, where they I call in from?
I call in from Windham, New Hampshire, in the United
Wow,
States.
what time is it in the UK?
No, man, not UK, bro.
New Hampshire, US.
New Hampshire, US, man.
Okay, what time is it there?
It's let me tell you. Give me a sec. 8:34.
Okay, same time.
Yeah, man, same time.
So how did I find out about the Lion Voice Network?
Maybe to cut a long story short, I saw you on I Never Knew TV. So I watched that interview with you on I Never Knew TV. And from there, I don't know if I subscribed or whatever, but as you mentioned earlier, the algorithm doing its thing.
Yeah.
So the algorithm brought you all to me, and I was able to see it, and I said, let me check it out. And I listen, and I say, you know what? I make the call for the Action Lion Pride. You know, I may answer the call to the Action Lion Pride instead of be one of the watch and peep, you know?
You watch and peep. You see it, because it's important
Yeah,
creatives you identify all the people who interact with your ecosystem. You know, I'm
that's
very
true. That's true.
big on that. You know, so we always big up the watchers, because it can be an angel, it can be anybody watching, and
You
then we
never
big
know.
the
Yeah,
people them, because we know say them out there. So why not
they're
big
out
them
there.
up too?
True. That is true. That
You
is
know what I
true.
mean? So the eye, me hear the accent. Where in Jamaica is the eye from?
Originally born in Kingston, was born right behind Andrews Memorial Hospital.
Okay.
Grew up at 12 Phoenix Avenue before moving to Mandeville. So I spent time between Kingston and Mandeville. And it's been a long journey to be able to come out publicly in this kind of a way, you know, to really hold up the flag and feel proud to say Haile Selassie publicly
Okay.
without fear and apology, you know. Is
Heal him. Heal
yeah,
him. We love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
We love that. So the eyesight, how the eyesight the divinity of His Majesty? What was the kind of light bulb moment?
Um I don't know. I, I don't know how to say it. I mean, I've heard people share their different stories. I just know it's something that I felt from the day I was born, and I've been looking for it.
Wow.
I've been looking for it. So
Inborn concept.
yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. And as time has gone on, it's manifested itself more and more and more and more.
Mighty, mighty,
Yeah.
mighty. So how do I what kind of works do I do?
Well, currently I am working in what I studied in university. I studied accounting.
Okay.
Initially I wanted to be a musician, you know, so you mentioned the musicians, and you know the space is filled with musicians, and sometimes you don't hear about the diverse fields that
Yes.
Rastafari sons and daughters are involved in. Because if this is a nation building, and since this is a nation building activity and action, then there has to be a plethora of fields that people are in. And I don't know, my mom, she didn't want me. I think she suspected I was going to be going down the Rastafari route, so she kind of encouraged me for going to business school. So
Yes.
yeah, so I went into business school, and now I do accounting for the time being, but we don't know what the Father has next for me.
No, I love that. We interviewed Sister Walata Georgis from the UK. She's actually an accountant as well.
Okay.
Yeah, different ones. So you know what I mean. There is not alone. We need accountants. Finance, economics is crucial
Yeah.
for any nation. So we love the fact. Does the I do any content creation? Come and see you with microphone. You think look well set.
I do music. I do
Okay.
music. I play guitar. I play some bass. I play some keys. I would not publicly say I'm a singer, but I sing.
You sing. Okay. Mighty.
So I have music I've recorded, but it's not the time for me to share it yet. So I guess when the time comes, I will share that music.
Give thanks. But I appreciate love the eye strength.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to put the eye in the waiting room for a moment. If you can hold on for a moment with us, because I'm going to do a panel, but I have a next guest. One of my special guests is here, so I want to give them a little time, and then I'm going to bring the eye forward if you have time.
Give thanks. I'll be around.
Yeah, man. Give thanks. So just stay away there, and we'll bring the eye forward. Hamilton Brown, accountant. You see how we deal with the thing. I'm bringing up now one of my family members to show you how the network is mighty. You know, we have celebrities in our network, yeah, and we have celebrities in our family. You can go forward and see. This brethren I'm going to bring forward, he look like he's 22, you know, but he's the same. He's older than I. Let me bust on him, because the man older than I too, you know. And me and this brethren grow together, live together, you know what I mean, as youths in high school, you know what I mean. So I want to make closest human on the planet, you know what I mean? As family, we have stories upon stories. So let me just welcome actor Mark Taylor. There I can
On two.
put your phone in landscape mode.
What's that?
Horizontal.
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
All right.
you may recognize this brethren. There was a big movie called 17 Again, Tia and Tamara. He was the love interest in that film. The man has been a professional actor over 30 years. You know what I mean? One of the top black actors in Canada, all of Canada. As I said, we've known each other from we are youths. Families know each other, everything connect, you know. So how is everything with the eye?
Everything's good, man. Just just working and just grinding, man. Just grinding.
What's the latest? You know, let us know what the latest is.
Well, I'd say the latest that actually just premiered yesterday in the US was Beyond Black Beauty, and that's on Amazon Prime and Amazon Freevee. Yeah, that was the latest. Earlier this year, I was in Vancouver shooting a show called So Help Me Todd.
Okay.
And then I shot a TV movie. I think it was a Lifetime movie in Calgary.
Yeah.
And that was The Bad Orphan. And then I came back to Toronto to shoot a guest appearance on Reacher, and that's another one that's on Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah, so just been around, man, just traveling and working and just trying to create,
And we've been reasoning decades, and I want to just congratulate the eye because I know you just I've started to get behind the camera more active.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In terms of, you're a veteran actor. Yeah, that's great. But, behind the camera, I and the brethren also have a script that we have worked on. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? One of the things I want to do with the Lion Voice Network is produce some blockbuster films. You know what I mean?
Right. Some amazing stories.
Exactly. So, and I encourage the brethren for put his get his own YouTube channel. So we're gonna work on that, and I'm gonna keep on pressuring him until he out in YouTube. Especially now that I kind of figure out how to deal with the algorithm.
Right.
You know what I mean? But give the people a story about your brethren. A PG.
Oh, PG.
Because I know them man are from youth. Where are you? What can you remember? Or how would you describe I to the people, to the Lion Pride?
Oh wow. Well, I would say if you want to keep it PG, I would say someone who is always very full of joy. I would say a man of the people, always, loved being around people, making people laugh, loved bringing people together, and always fought for the underdog. So that was something that you always, if people was rooting for Jordan, you were rooting for Pippen. You know what I mean? If it was Coke, you like Pepsi, but always taking up for the underdog, What else? I mean, I know you like, you'd be humble about it, but I always kind of looked at you as a very, like a genius, you know what I mean? So now to see all this stuff unfolding, you're coming into your own, you know what I mean? And it's just something that I knew that you definitely were capable of,
It's done.
Yeah.
That means a lot. And to watch your evolution, in the creative industry, it's very powerful. For I same way, So I really do give thanks. Do you have to run? Can you stay with us a little while?
I can stay a little bit. I'll plug the movie I just finished producing. So you let me know If I do that now
Yeah,
or a little bit later.
do that now. Do that now. Tell the people. Lion Pride. This are my family. So anything the man say, if the item don't support it, me vex, you know. Me vex. All right, tell them what the project.
Yeah, I just finished producing a feature film. It's called Welcome. It's a suspense thriller. We just premiered it on Saturday at the TIFF Lightbox. TIFF is a popular film festival in Toronto, and they have a establishment, has theaters, and it's a whole venue, and we sold it out 520 seats.
Nice.
The it was just amazing. Everyone came and they really supported. They enjoyed the film, and then we did a after party at a venue, and we had the whole thing locked down. All the screens were promoting the movie, videos inside of the club, and now we got distribution. So worldwide distribution. So
nice.
Just looking to keep it moving. The director is Javon Borland. He was the writer, director. He's also a producer. His production company is Dark Wolf Pictures, and he's just a part of a great team. I won't name everyone, but really proud to see where they came from. They got an $80,000 grant from the government, and they made the most of it. So they just thought big, and then we had big results.
Give thanks. And we have to talk to Jovan on here at some point as well. He's doing some great work. Big up. If you can hang out, I have one of my elders here. I'm going to bring him on a CDI. Ross Woodley, we're going to bring up there shortly. Let me bring up Elder Bongo Wisely. Royal greetings, my elder. Bongo Wisely.
Yes, sir. Greetings.
Greetings. Yes, St. Lucia checking in. How's everything with the eye?
Yes, I will giving thanks, to His Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie and Empress Menen, for the best of health for now, health and strength, Yeah, man, I giving thanks for what you have done for I and I,
Give thanks. How long has the eye been? Well, first, introduce yourself for ones who may not know the eye, your official positions and titles.
Yes, I give thanks. Well, Bongo Wisely Tafari from the island of St. Lucia or Ayanola. Currently I'm the chairman of the Caribbean Rastafari organization. I'm also an elder within the Nyabingi house in Ayanola, St. Lucia. I would say activists always actively involved in, standing up for the rights of African people, Black people, and especially the Rastafari people, So, yeah, man, I give thanks, for the opportunity.
How long has the eye been watching the Lion Voice Network?
Yeah, well, I've been watching I would say from since early last year. I've been almost constantly. Sometimes I miss out and I view the recorded version.
Yes.
I always keep in tune.
And we have a powerful interview with Bongo Wisely on the platform. If you go on the homepage on YouTube and you click live on the menu, it'll take you to all of the lives that we've done, and you can go and watch Bongo Wisely's episode. Very powerful history about Rastafari and St. Lucia. What would as an elder, what would you like to see from this platform? What would you like to really see? What kind of direction would you like to see?
Well, the platform has been very informative, and which is very good, I mean, the nation, you have, especially the younger generation coming, need a lot of that kind of information. and to be getting it directly, you know, as is from the lion voice, from the lioness's voice. You know, it's very important, you know, because we all know the countenance of one brightens that of the other, you know. So the lion's voice has been doing a very great job in terms of keeping ones and ones in tune, keeping ones and ones informed, you know. But well, as we move forward, you know, is the ultimate goal is the unification of
Yes.
Rastafari.
Yes.
And it's the victory is not yet total, as His Majesty said to I and I. You know, but
Yes.
we will never give up the fight, you know, and we will continue, you know, and I'm hoping that institutions like the Lions Pride, you know, will be able to play a very crucial role, you know, in mobilizing the global Rastafari community towards the unification of Rastafari.
That's the
You know,
vision.
that
That's
is, yeah, man, would really love to see, you know, because it is a must, you know.
give
It's
thanks.
one Rastafari for us all,
Give
you
thanks,
know.
my elder. Really, really give thanks for your support. I am humbled, you know, the support that the elders have been showing I around the world. I'm going to bring forward the next brethren. You know, this brethren and I move like right hand and left hand right now. Every project this brethren has been assisting I with. I don't know if one see the new Lion Voice Network logo. This brethren is the one who did the logo. A lot of the visuals and the graphics that we use with the Association of Rastafari and different works is this brethren. So welcome, Ras Woolley, Phil Potts, Woolley Israel, Rastafari. Blessings, my brother.
Salute.
Yes, give thanks. We're just free flowing. I'm gonna bring the eye forward to Hamilton. Not say a word. Introduce yourself, Ras Woolley, and let us know. You know what I mean?
All
What you're
right.
dealing with.
All right. All right. First, greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty and Her Majesty Empress Mene. Greetings, one and all, and blessed love. And it is an honor to be on this Lion Voice Network, the platform that I have watched grow. And is like say my brother had a little baby, and him say, "Hey, the baby born," and I went and I visited the baby, and then now the baby reached deuce, 2 or 3, and we say, "Hey, the baby's walking. Look at the baby walking." Yeah. So as the brethren said, Russ Quasi and I had been on a roll for years now, where then we connected here in DC, different paths, but one same Rastafari. And then over time, evolution, my evolution as even a Rastaman, and then getting closer to the Naya Bingi house and so forth. He and I became brethren, cause I grew up with 7 sisters. So then me always have brethren a road, because you're looking for that, camaraderie. So, you reach a point where you realize you have to be around brethren that make even you go harder, make you do more. Cause Rasquazi is an overachiever. I am a multitasker, and also one's a
Your plane is getting choppy. Me see in
call
Ethiopia.
company.
Huh? The plane.
Yeah, no, it is a call coming in with
Okay,
one of the
check saying now your
the
private.
armor things.
Yeah,
So
through me see the landscape. Me check say there I was flying in your private jet.
yeah, man, always there every night, every day. So we just close our eye and we reach home. You know? Cause they cannot stop this at all.
No, I.
At all. So yeah, man, but it is a joy to see a one set out to to do something, have a vision, and say, yes, this is what I am going to do. And with consistency, persistence, and faith and endurance, get to the point where, because it is not an easy task, Lion Pride family, for anyone to get 10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
No.
No, it took years of work, 280 or it might be more now, right? Episodes.
835 pieces of content.
Oh gosh, see? Look at the numbers. Nothing beat numbers. Right? And it takes work and it takes dedication. And one thing with Jazz Match is that he exemplifies that. He's always on task. He's always on point, and I can say that as a brethren and as a business partner and as someone that I say, yeah, you know what? Me have to sharpen up because them man are too sharp. Iron sharp iron. So if my brother's so sharp, me have to sharper. So it is a strength to I. And one thing is that judgment is always encouraging. Some man will sit down there and mumble and say, boy, the brother I feel like him better than me because him a do this and him a that. No, it's like, hey, you ask him right now, who is the best graphics man? He might say, yo, my brother Wolde, he's the ultimate, the this, that, because of the support and that genuine love for say, progress. So I give thanks for the camaraderie that and the bond that we have built, and I pray that I can build that said bond with a lot more brethren, because I know that when, like, even though we are on that front line and a man say charge and I get up and run, I know that Rasquazi will be right there charging also. Some people are gonna stay in the trenches like them can go on, but side by side as soldiers doing Rastafari work. So I really commend what Lion Voice Network has achieved, and I look forward to next year when we see that Lion Voice Network is the number one Rastafari content sharing platform. Because I know that is what my brother is shooting for, and
I'm competitive, people.
yeah, he's gonna get it. Hook or the crook.
Yeah, I love everyone, but you have a number one we are shoot for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean that is just that era of perfection, because we know say His Imperial Majesty was such a high example, the highest. So you just shoot to be like His Imperial Majesty. You're gonna have to think you're the greatest. You're gonna have to think you're the best. And I mean that is not to compete against anyone. You actually competing against yourself. Outdoing yourself each time,
That is the
and
key.
going for it. So give thanks for them few words.
Yeah, man, give thanks. Hamilton, I'm gonna bring the eye forward so we can reason now. Rastafari, we reason.
Give thanks. Give thanks. Give
We have
thanks.
a celebrity with us. And I'm a brethren. I don't know how much time he has with us. I want to.
I don't have much time either, and I have somebody to pick up. I didn't think, I thought I'd be able to stay the entire time, but then
Okay, no worry yourself, King.
Yes,
family, this is Hamilton Brown, accountant, in New Hampshire, holding the faith, holding the liberty. You know what I mean? Let us know before you have to run, and then I'll let the eye block before the eye have to run, Mark. Let us know, Hamilton, what you would like to see in the next 5 years from this channel or this platform? What as a brethren who chatting up and sighting up, what would I like to see?
I'd like to see the Lions Voice Network take the streets. There is something special about interacting with individuals one-on-one, so that they get to feel what it is that Rastafari brings to the world. Because there is something about interacting with individuals that takes you out of the shadows and brings you real into the face of people. And they get the opportunity to see that there is beauty here and diversity, because some people have some ideas that are false. So that is, I'd say that is one thing. And there are many ways that I think that can be achieved. I can't think of any right now, but I think that would be a good thing. And forgive me because I have not gone through all the content, and there is a lot of content, as you have mentioned, to go through.
Yes.
I have not gone through all of it, but from what I've seen you going out there. So I don't want you to take from me that I'm saying that's not happening.
No,
but
and as we have more resources, my plan is to really visit Rastafari communities around the world, you know.
Okay.
But you know, I cannot fund it out of pocket. We're also in the process of moving the family to Ghana, so we have to balance. So that's why the Lion Pride on Patreon is so important. So if you're a part of the Lion Pride, you have your $5, your $10 to fund the platform. You know what I mean? This is why we continue to sound that trumpet, because to be independent, you have to be audience supported, because as I said all the time, when you rely on the big sponsors, then when they pull their check from you, you start, you know. So, you know, for the price of a cup of coffee, you can support Rastafari independent non-aligned media, $5 a month, $10 a month, whatever the item can afford. Because again, we want to go, and I just don't want to visit Rastafari in the West. I want to go Tanzania, I want to go South Africa, I want to go Uganda, Malawi, you know, Zambia, so we can visit the ones on the ground and show the reality. Because people have to understand or overstand, Rastafari is not no little group up thing again. You know, this thing has gone to the four corners of creation. And we need our own voice. We can't depend on, you know, these reggae platforms to tell us about the fullness of Rastafari. That don't make sense. So big up yourself, Hamilton. I really give thanks for the eye support. I've seen you in the comments, so now I have a face, you know.
Yes, I am real. I am not a bot. I am real.
That is it. So, because I want to build a real community. I don't want just a fake internet. We want to connect up people in a real life. So, big up yourself. We drop the link in the comments, family. If you're watching live, join us on the screen. Hamilton, big up yourself. You know,
yes,
do what you have to do.
A pleasure to meet you all, gentlemen.
Yes, I give thanks. Nice to meet you as well.
Yes, sir. Give thanks.
Man, give thanks. Big up yourself. So, yeah, man. So you see, family, this thing is real. We're not into no fantasy. The link is in the comments. So check out the link. I drop it in some WhatsApp group. So we have some special guests, hopefully, that will be joining us. Some other special guests on the screen. You see them. We give thanks. You know, we're just celebrating 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're now, our goal is 100 in the Patreon. We have 21 in the Patreon right now that are paid subscribers. We want to get 100 by January 1st. So, but we're celebrating because I did an episode on failure because I didn't hit my goal for the Patreon in the Ethiopian New Year. But when you hit a victory, you also have to celebrate or celebrate, you know, or your victory. Accountable for the failure, but celebrate the victory. All right, family, Mr. Taylor, talk to us about the importance of us telling our own stories and the importance of, you know, from an actor perspective. You know, you're a veteran now. The man look like he's a teenager, you know, but the man older than me, you know. So no make fool you. He was just on the Shade Room. They had these actors don't age, you know, and Regin was there. And you know the people don't know him older than me, you know. Just throw me a little gray hair. I try going like him a young man. You know what I mean? But what do you think in terms of the importance of storytelling and writing? Because you and I have written a script together.
Yeah.
How important is storytelling for preserving culture and identity and these kind of things?
I think just in general, storytelling is something that is easy to engage into. You know, it can grab your attention, hold your attention. You can deliver messages in it, and you can yeah, you can tell your history in it. You know, just from being in I would say working in Canada for the most part, it's your voice is limited, and even with dealing with scripts and how they write and trying to adapt to a different way of writing or a different way of how they see you or how they think you may behave or things you might say, it's just something that for me, I feel like I'm kind of getting to the limit with, and something that I'm kind of tired of conforming to. So it's, I definitely feel it's time that, you know, to start producing our own stuff. That's definitely one of the reasons why I want to step into that arena of creating my own stuff. It's just a sense of holding your own life in your own hands.
Yes.
And it's just who's to say what that their stories are any better than ours, because even I even go with that my son, right? He's learning history, and he's kind of sick of it. He's like, why do I need to learn about this? And I'm like, he's like, it's boring. And I say to him, because it has nothing to do with you. So I don't reprimand him or, say, oh, you need to learn this and like it or whatever. It's a part of his school curriculum. But at the same time, I tell him, do well in it, but your feelings are valid.
Yes.
Yeah.
My nephew, big up my nephew and my niece.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And people don't know, Mark family is from Jamaica, St. Elizabeth and Kingston, respectively, mother and father. We grew together, as a family. He lived one door down from I, you know what I mean? And years, battlefield, whole heap of battlefield, you know what I mean, over the years. So we really give thanks to see your evolution and what you and the integrity. The man never put on a dress. You know what I mean? The man never done a funny thing on the screen. And he's been offered these type of roles, and always hold his culture within the midst of everything. So I really, like I said, I really give thanks for that. Any final words? I know your time is precious. So any final words before you move?
It's just I just feel like it's a time where anything is possible. And I remember we were talking about, you were talking about getting the channel started, and you had all these plans, and you're just trying to figure it out and learning, and talking to people who have had success in it, and just to see the beginnings of it, and to the point where you are now. I think I remember when you got when I saw your first commercial, and to the point where you are now. It's just you're capable of anything. We're capable of anything, especially now. That we have more creative control, and we've talked a lot about the big plans you have when it comes to the movie studios and then seeing how these other studios operate, and Disney and all that kind of stuff. And it's just it kind of just gives hope that there is we'll get there, and we can tell the stories that we want to tell, and yeah, it's exciting.
And just quickly before you leave, tell them what our script that we wrote together was about, so they can know that they need to support.
Was about the Cabernet Gas, King Solomon, and Queen of Sheba, and it's a modernized version of the story. And I know you wanted it set in Toronto, but now I don't know where you want it set now. Things change, so
Yes,
you know
I
what I
think
mean.
we might have to set it in Jamaica. I think it might be easier to shoot in the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna reason about that, or it could be an African story. We can. There's options, but we're gonna make it happen. I and the Brethren are committed to make it happen. And as you see, I'm building the infrastructure. So one way or another, if we don't, nobody want to pick it up, we'll finance it
Right.
ourselves and get it done. And yeah, is a producer now. Lion Voice Network is going to get into film production same way. So, either way, the item for know, we don't just have a book that we wrote. We wrote a screenplay. We have that put on for years now. You know what I mean? But I and the brethren going to manifest that. We have to do it before the brethren is too old to play the lead role. We want to make sure the thing can manifest. So big up, give thanks for passing through.
Yeah. All right.
And heal up mommy and daddy for I.
Yeah.
And you them hug them up for I.
Same.
End of this month. So love,
All right then. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Then.
Yes.
Blessings. Yes, family. So you can see, I tell people my superpower is the network. We know all kind of people out there, from all walks of life. So big up me brethren who very humble, even though anytime we go out with them man, people stop him off his sign autograph and all them thing there, you know what I mean? So give thanks. We have his interview on the Lion Voice Network. So if you want to see that interview, check in the archive. Lion Talk in the early episodes, he's there. So big up yourself. All right, so me have my Rastafari bridging them here. We dropped the StreamYard link. Ras Marcos, I saw I call forward Ras Marcos from Bahamas. Me see I come in at the waiting room. I can come forward. We're gonna have a reasoning with my elder and with my brethren, in terms of the vision. Where is Rastafari going, and then what is the role of Rastafari media to kind of shape the narrative of that? Bongo Wisely, there I have the reparation for resettlement movement. Where does the IC Rastafari going in this time? And then how does the IC the media, what is the role of the media to play a role in shaping that narrative?
Yes, I greetings again to the family, Rastafari. Blessed love in the divine name of His divine majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I and Empress Menen. Yes, I will. As I know, repatriation is still the pillar, the foundation of the Rastafari movement. And the ARSA project, which the Caribbean Rastafari organization came up with. It's an initiative where, yes, repatriation, but it must be organized. As His Majesty said, we must organize and centralize to make our repatriation a reality. So following the Durban Declaration, where, slavery, native genocide, slave trade, all of these were considered crime against humanity.
Yes.
And that need for redress. And in part of the redress coming out within the plan of action was the need to establish settlements for those who are desirous of returning home. So from there, we see that it is something which must be structured, must be well organized,
Yes.
even from our side within the diaspora. So with the desire, the desire for unity as His Majesty Shua and we saw the need to come together and come up with that strategy where we could organize our community, because we don't want to be repatriating to Africa and are scattered and here, there, and everywhere. So we wanted to have it in a more organized manner. So
Yeah.
that's why we came up with that initiative. And it
And
is still alive, it is still active, because information is what is required now. So as the whole repatriation campaign unfolds, you find people, even the younger generation, are now getting more interested in the subject. You know, People see other countries have received reparations, but why not the African descendants? So the discussion is ongoing, and we will continue to be part of those discussions, and we encourage others to be part of the discussion, because colonialism tried to take away these things from us. They didn't want us to be aware of our story. Hence, where the lion pride comes in very crucial, to have the lion telling its own story.
it is.
Yes, so within the whole repatriation initiative, education is very important, and there again, the lion pride fits in.
Yeah, man. And big up yourself, Rupert. If you guys want to join us, the link is in the comment section. You can just click on the link. It'll bring you into the forward stage area, and then you just click enter studio. Tonight, the Lion Pride is the star. We want to reason with the family and find out who is with us. We're collecting like minds here on this platform. This is not, I'm old school. I was born in the 70s. So that means, I was born, I'm the last of the analog generation. So even though we're digital and we can navigate the digital space, we like to know people in our real life. We grew up in a face-to-face timing, you know what I mean? So it's serious. Ross Wooley, the eye has been to Ethiopia twice. You know what I mean? Your father is on his way there now, I think, you know what I mean? Is a veteran when it come on to the Shashamani school. Sheer, and I know the eye is active in terms of the unification of Rastafari in Jamaica with the RMO. This is one of our trustees for the Association of Rastafari Creatives as well. All of the ARC website, that there I see the RMO website, the ARC social media, the RMO social media. This is the brethren who does this. So when I say he's the best graphics person in Rastafari, I don't say these things lightly. I say this as a professional where I operate upon a high standard of excellence. And you see my thumbnail them. I'm a graphics man too. I turn myself in a graphics man too. But my thing I don't compare to this brother thing. I mean, where we need the real Arkelan long gun from Switzerland to fire out some content, we got to this brethren. What's the eye vision in terms of repatriation, and what do you think is the role of the independent non-aligned media in that space?
All right. Give thanks again for the eye and the Lion Voice Network, where then I and I can really have a voice. In reference to repatriation in Africa, we know that repatriation is one of the tenets of Rastafari. So it's like me, as a second generation Rasta youth, my vision in reference to repatriation is very grand, because I can close I am vision, the Marcus Garvey estate, Leonard Oil estate, our schools, and all of the infrastructures that we need to have our city, even in Shashamani, because the land is there. Not only Shashamani, in Ghana, in other regions where we have Rastafari cities. So uh, the vision for me has, the vision carry me to nation building, where we think about major development projects. We see Akon wanting to build a city, and he has priced it at $6 billion because he wants to build this new Wakanda, and now the building them have a curved shape and everything. So then we know that a city, yes, can cost between like $500 million and $1 billion to build a city. So in order to fulfill such a vision, we know that we have to become economically sound as a people, where because migration is personal, because even right now I can go to Ethiopia. My father have land, house. Me have a little guest house, a 1 bedroom house on that same land, living room, bathroom, everything, water tank. So I can go and I can reside and I can go teach in the school because I used to teach for 15 years and all of these nice things. But repatriation is where a nation of people, you know, together returns from whence they came or where they would like to go forward to. So for us, for I and I, it is really going to take having a strong economic base. So thus right now I and I is an budding entrepreneur. You know, uh
They also have the best sea moss drink I ever tasted in a life too. Tell them
all
us.
right. So then no give thanks. The CMAS, no, that is a industry by itself, $1 billion industry that is not really touched. And Bongo wisely, I do get my golden CMAS from Saint Lucia, you know. So yeah,
Sorry.
I give thanks for the high standard of care CMOS gets, and the government regulating and everything, because Saint Lucia is consistent with CMOS, Condros, Crispos, and even with that, yes, we have a beverage, 5 different flavors, but I could have settled to be a juice man, having a boutique delivery service within my era, because even during COVID, the CMOS has made me 6 figures and upwards, you know. So then now, right now, we have developed a business plan to become a beverage company where CMOS will be one of the beverages sold in these Whole Foods and Moms and the Yes Market and so forth. And then even with the CMOS is many different facets, many different models of business. CMOS Raw is a business. You see CMOS capsules, and I can go on and on. Me don't want to just throw out all of the idea of them, but is is many business models from that one thing that I and I, even as Rastafari, hold dear as tradition and culture. So I and I can look deep within the culture now and develop industries out of our um IPs, intellectual property. I told a virgin in Jamaica right now, just pack me a barrel of dry herbs. Send a man in a bush, make him pick bush, and send them to me. Send me the blue vervine, the stinging nettle, the papa leaf, the mango leaf, the guava leaf, the this, that, the moringa stick, the moringa seed. Send them to me. Because that is an industry by itself. They are being sold in the stores. So then why can't we initiate? But those things are happening. We know that we are coming from a place of uh, trauma, in a sense, generational trauma. So we're going to work through a lot where even communication sometimes is going to be challenging because a man take a thing personal and it get heated and defensive and we can't pass this point until we learn the lesson from that incident. So we're gonna have these hurdles, we're gonna have these challenges, but in order to see that vision fulfill of yeah, Sky, where I see Rastafari, the vision of repatriation, the vision of redemption, where I and I have our city again. Like how Jerusalem was built by uh, uh, um, the Honorable King David and so forth and so forth. Yeah, I and I have the ability and we have the skill sets within Rastafari to accomplish all of these things. There is something that me and Raskwazi always speak about. If we get $1 from 1 million Rastafari, we have 1 million to start up anything that is properly planned and structured. So we have to know that I is I and I resources, and in reference to independent, non-aligned media and Rastafari having its own voice. Yeah, man, that is more than needed. We cannot. I don't think we can flourish because even Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, he had many printing presses and he utilized the media. The media at that point was the newspaper, you know. So, input the information in a black and white within the newspaper. I have platforms such as YouTube and so forth, where then we can create content and share content. People are looking at 3 minute clips and getting a message, you know? So it's like I and I don't have no excuse right now.
None.
And when I talk about, all right, most of the cultures in the world that are stable and working, the Indians in India, the culture strong. The Chinaman, the culture strong. I and I, Rastafari, as a movement, as a family, our culture is very what? Strong. So we have a lot to share. And even right now, I hear a virgin, I think it was Dr. Knife, in part that right now we have to know, so this is, yes, they say the age of Aquarius, but this is actually the age of Rastafari,
Hmm.
where everything Rastafari, the world has taken on and made it legal, made it normal, and taking it for themselves. They're the ones capitalizing on it. We have to get our share out of that, and then we can really, because when I was in Ethiopia, words cannot explain touching Africa. I tell them, say, it's like being born and you never see a mother, and in your 40s you finally, someone says this is your mama, and without questioning anything, all he can do a hug, embrace, and love up mama.
All right.
And just want to be there because you are most comfortable, you
I,
know?
I,
Yeah.
perfect,
But
perfect
then
description. Yeah.
yeah, when I was there and then I looked to my eye right and I left and I didn't see my brothers who we sit down and reason together about going to Ethiopia and what we are going to do when we land and this and that. And it was I alone. It was a little bit saddening
Yes.
because that's why I say repatriation is a collective.
We lack capital. That is one of our weaknesses. We haven't focused on economic development to the degree that we should. So we really need to. If you're just joining us, we have 20 people watching live, hundreds will watch after. But if you're just joining us, we are celebrating 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. The Lion Voice Network is maturing. We're coming into our own as a global platform. The word is spreading. Rastafari Pan African family from all over the world is starting to tune in. Tonight we are reasoning with the Lion Pride. So we have two brethren I look up to greatly that have joined us. But the line is open. We dropped the link in the comment section. So if you see there's a StreamYard link in the comment section that just dropped, you can click on that link. It'll bring you into the forward stage, and then we'll bring you up. No cursing, no slackness. You have to be on camera, but we want to see from some of the Lion Pride. I don't know if my brethren from Reunion Island is still on the line. I would love to get an early morning link from Reunion Island. That would make I feel so islandful. So if you're there, click the link. Brother Rupert, any of the other Liberty 9, all of the ones them who are watching any Lion Pride on Patreon. A sister, we need a sister to balance out the energy too. Join us on the Lion Pride. Here we are celebrating or celebrating 10,000 strong, and we're also planning. I want to take the reasoning in a different direction, Bongo Wisely. Um, we are here, three brethren. What is the responsibility of the Rastafari brethren to lead? I'm seeing there's a viral video going around right now with a brethren, a cuss. I said the brethren them drop the ball. That we are not, at the Rastafari sistering them really a hold up the thing right now. I have been very hard on our brothers here. I launched something called the Rastafari Man Standard, where we talk about setting a standard for Rastafari because, I'm anti-loosey goosey. This is a lion station, and I realized that the loosey goosey attitude has infected a lot of I and I. A lot of Rastafari fight against structure and say it's Babylon. Anytime you try introduce some structure to something, a lot of them saying, "Born Babylon, we're not Babylon or corporate or this or that." But as we know, anybody who does business, there are certain basic things in business. It's not Babylon. Babylon learned structure from I and I. It wasn't I and I learned structure from Babylon. I mean? Certain things, if you're keeping a payroll, if you're doing accounting, as the brethren come earlier was an accountant, you have to keep records, you have to gather receipts, you have to show up on time, you have to keep minutes of meetings, you have to do certain things for maintaining business. And these things are not Babylon because you find out, say, down the line, you need them records there to know even what you are doing to measure your progress, to be efficient so you don't waste time. But Bongo Wisely, as an elder who has seen the movement evolve, what is the responsibility of the brethren them right now? Are we living up to the standard of His Majesty, or do we need to tune up the thing a little bit? How do I see it?
Well, in terms of living up to the standards of His Majesty, well, some of us live it, some to different levels, etc., etc. But total unity, which is what is required, the one Rastafari for us all. Because, so that is still the stumbling block in the way, And again, I still insist, it's because of pride and ego, different ones feel, well, if if they succumb and become just one, the institution will disappear, and this and that and so on, as a power, people hungry for power,
Yes, sir.
position, and these things will not take us anywhere, Yeah, because His Majesty Shua and I, we need good leadership. And leadership does not mean domination.
No.
We don't want no superstar, no one who want to feel, well, he could come and call all the shots. No. So the unification of Rastafari is something which will take some time. It starts from the bottom and it's coming up slowly but surely. Yeah, I may not see it, but probably might the generation coming after, or thereafter.
Don't say that Bongo Wisely. Yeah, I go see it. Yeah, I go see it Bongo Wisely. Cause it'll come. It'll come. It soon come. Yeah,
I
I go
will.
see it. Yeah, man.
I ready for it,
Yeah,
to
man. We
say,
are the generation of them, that seek him, that
give
seek
thanks. That's
his
true.
face.
Yes.
So remember that when I was born, His Majesty disappear, We never get to see him on the throne. So this generation are the one where really I go stand on the shoulders of what the IDEM did and really take it to the next level. I'm confident of that. I never had a doubt.
Yes,
I
sir.
haven't told
But
many
it's
what
this
this,
level
and
of confidence I need, in this time.
I haven't told many ones this, but I had a vision when I was in undergrad at Howard before I even put on locks. Where I look out and I saw Rastafari brethren and sisters chanting to the horizon, almost like millions of Rastafari. And, I mean, the sun rising and the victory, it was just like a feeling of a great victory. And then we wake up and it was 7 o'clock in the morning, you know what I mean? And that had a great impression on I from that time. And I tell you, I know say me I go live and see it. You know what I mean? So that is it. That is it. I see the eye from Reunion Island. Turn on your camera, brethren. Make we see the eye. Family, we are sharing the link. And for those who don't know where Reunion Island is in the middle of the Indian Ocean off of the coast of Madagascar. That is where Lion Pride there. And this is Lion Pride on Patreon, this brethren. So even though
Reunion.
America, him still a
When I heard there is still reunion, I thought it was reunion in the Grenadines. But in the Grenadines has a reunion island as well.
okay, no, I think this brethren is in the Indian Ocean, Turn on your camera,
Uh,
King. We're going to bring up the eye. Just turn on your camera so we can see the eye if you can. If you're on a phone, let I and I see the eye face. I might just bring up the eye and see if we have audio. Maybe his internet not working. Talk. Make we hear the eye.
Greetings. Hail Selassie
What?
the first.
Is this a sister?
Yes, it is a
And
sister, yes.
I've been calling you a virgin all this time.
I told you you didn't read the comments.
Don't beat me.
All right,
Don't
I'm
beat
trying
me.
to put on the camera.
Yes,
I am having a
please.
problem with the
We
camera.
want to see a beautiful face, even though.
I just wanted to come up just to say that I am not a bot. I am a real person.
Oh my gosh. I just want to big up the eye. I really give thanks for the eye support and
Yes,
consistent
why?
support. It really make my heart feel glad. The
Yes,
Ainity, the Ainity. demonstrated? Because I don't know if people know that they are ones who sight up FARA in these places. Tell us about Union Island.
Well, actually, I am not from Reunion Island. I am from Martinique.
Okay.
We live in Reunion Island.
Okay, the whole
Yes,
story
I.
unfold. How did I reach Union Island?
Well, I left Martinique in 2012. Went to France, studied in France, and through family, I reached Reunion Island.
Okay.
Yes, I.
Give
Sorry,
thanks.
I have a little problem with the camera. I speak French, actually.
Parlez-vous français? Parlez-vous français?
Je parle de français. Voilà. I'm not
Comment ça va?
so fluent in English. I'm fine. Je vais très bien, merci par la grâce de Dieu.
Tu es formidable.
Toi aussi, ton travail est formidable. Merci. Franchement,
All right, don't go
your
no
work.
further. Don't embarrass me. Don't go no further because you carry me out into the deep water. We might drown out there.
Oui, bonsoir, Marcel.
Bonsoir, mon frère. Ça fait me plaisir de t'entendre cette émission qui a parlé. On a parlé créole?
Ah oui, nous avons parlé beaucoup créole.
Yes, I was connected because I was following what's happening in Martinique. And as I was following it on my phone, I saw that you were on live. So I joined it.
Give thanks. Oh my, this made my day. This made my day, my sister. You don't even know how you make me feel right now. Let me just introduce Ross Nego. See if you can start out the camera. Because I know see that pretty face that have to show up on Lion Talk tonight. Ross Nego side from the UK.
Yeah.
How you do, family?
Give thanks to life, no man, mighty life giver.
Yes.
Give thanks to
I
such
can
a
turn your
milestone.
phone horizontal, turn your phone landscape it.
Landscape.
Aye, see it there? Aye.
Yes, I. Majesty, greetings one and all. Give thanks, brother. Hold there.
Greetings.
Yes,
Salute, brother.
That crazy. Give thanks, honorable.
Give thanks.
Yes,
we're here celebrating 10,000 subscribers on the YouTube. You know, we're
yes,
open Lion Pride, the Eye. You know, we did a very eyeful interview, reasoning. So stay tuned. That's coming with Ras Nego side, the whole history. But talk to us about the UK. You know, what this is the original, original, Harry Joseph Juice, have a juice bar, doing big things in the UK. Talk to us about the UK and what they are dealing with right now.
Yes, sir. UK, land of Ephraim. Strength of thine head,
Yes.
Yeah, man, a very, very peculiar place, a very powerful place, in history and even current times,
Yes.
In terms of the affairs where the Great Britain carry out in the world and things,
Yes.
Yeah, currently in the UK, the vibes is, what I say the vibes is now. As the Rasta man, I personally looking to the east, but it's a great workplace to be, because the pound carry such a weight. So, traveling over distant land and sea, especially going far out to Africa, we can really strengthen the economics on a different level.
Yes.
It's also a great place to study. As you know, the Oxford universities and, all these things where knowledge is being sold.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good place to be. So, recently my daughter has just graduated from a university as well, and
give thanks.
Give him a great joy. That is my third daughter that had come out of such an institution.
You see, he looks like a young man, but he's a older brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joyfully. So, it's a great place to be if you have a good mindset.
Yes.
You can put yourself in a certain stead and make a good vibes work. And, as I say, we're not just in the UK, we are also in Africa, Ethiopia,
Yeah, man. Beautiful.
Give thanks. And give thanks to such a milestone. Because next time we'll be celebrating 10 million.
That is it. That
That
is
is
it.
it. Yes,
We're
sir.
not stopping. My
Yes,
sister,
sir.
I knew the I was a beautiful African queen. Me hear from the voice, because these tough face man, sometimes, you need to balance tough face, you know, with the beautiful smile. Tell us about Martinique. How long did the eye grow in Martinique?
Well, I was born in Martinique. I grew up in Martinique until I reached 18 years old. And then I left Martinique and I went to France. And then from France, I went to Reunion Island.
Okay. Okay. So how long
Yes.
have the eye been in Reunion Island?
Actually, since 2020.
Okay, okay. And what is it like out there? For I and I, most people never heard about Reunion Island. What is it like there?
Well, Reunion Island is like Martinique. It's a French colony close to Madagascar. It's a nice island with mountains and beaches. That's it.
Why is it pretty water, the turquoise water like the Caribbean Sea, or is it chopping
Um,
Atlantic
well,
Ocean?
we don't have real beaches like we have in the Caribbean, but we have a mountainous landscape.
Okay,
Yes, I. Um,
okay. And is
that's it.
is there a Rastafari community on Reunion Island?
There's a small, very small Rastafari community in this island.
Okay.
Mm, smaller
Wow.
than the one in Martinique
Wow.
and the one in the islands surrounding Martinique, like Dominica and Saint Lucia, for instance.
Yes. So there I
There
know.
is not
Go ahead. Sorry.
there is not a real Rastafari foundation here. True, we under the colonial regime of France. Yes.
Wow, wow, wow. But it's beautiful to put a face to the name. I'm gonna beat up myself after for calling you a brethren. I could have never do that again. After me come off of the live, me give myself two thumbs. Now tell the eye because the eye, you know,
Yes,
it's such a
well,
beautiful.
I discovered your channel through the Lion Love topics that you used to share
Okay, yes,
and the
yes.
sister that you used to interview. And this is when I discovered your channel one year ago.
Okay, and we have more lion love coming. And the
Yes.
eye is welcome also if you have a story to tell.
Well,
And
actually, this is my first time coming on a camera. I've never come on a camera on the internet, never of my life. This is my first time.
exclusive family,
Yes,
exclusive.
yes,
Yes, that is why this channel is a legendary channel. We get the Empress to come on the live for the first time. We're witnessing history. And for those who
yes.
are not aware, we have a program called Lion Love where we talk about relationships, male, female relationships. Right now, we're talking to Rastafari and Pan African sistren, and they're talking about the challenges meeting a man. These are single sistren, and we're trying to really show the brethren them these are the sistren them that are out there. These are the challenges as brethren we have to step up. We have so many beautiful queens out there that are looking for love. Is there a single right now, my sister?
I am not. I have a king man and I have two children. I am
Okay.
not single. I am not single. I have a king man and two children.
Big
Yes,
up the king man. Family is what we represent on this platform.
family support. Yes, I family
And
support.
all of these brethren that you see before you are family man.
Yes, this is
So
mandatory. I feel this is very important for the Rastafari community, especially in these French islands, because I feel that there is a lot of mess in the Rastafari community because there is no solid foundation of family base, no family basis. And I feel that is important. And that is why I suggested to translate these topics
and and,
because
and,
I
and,
feel that
and
we
let me
need
tell you
this.
on air, full permission. I know I'm supposed to get forward to the eye. It's been some time, but the eye have full permission to translate
I
the
give
episode
thanks.
clips and spread it in French, you know.
I give
And
thanks.
we can talk about whatever details or anything you need from my and I side. But I meant to return that sound to the eye and give thanks for the offer, you know, to translate.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
It really
I
is
did
a
say that
strength.
is a family man. I did say that he's a family
That
man.
is it. That is it.
We need to practice and to digest this information and make it a reality in our daily liberty. Because without this, we cannot pretend to be no solid community, no, we can have no representation of anything if we are not anything, because we won't be anything if we are not a family, if there are no children growing up as Rastafari, if there are no solid couples holding the liberty of Rastafari as a family, before we talking about states and community on a larger scale. The family is the basic force that Babylon is trying to fight down through all kind of demonic agendas.
Wow. So Ras Negos, when you hear this sister and your sister that you've
Yes,
never
I.
met in Reunion Island, how do you feel when you hear the sound that the sister is blocking?
Well, it's joyful, you know. It just goes to show that Rastafari really need no promotion, you know. Because Rastafari covering the whole ends of the earth still, and it's only a matter of time before the whole fruitfulness, as your brother Walter said earlier, is Rastafari time. You know, it was always Rastafari time, but this era is I and I in everything. Everything is I. iPhone, iPad, iTunes, everything them take away, you know, in a gun in a eye. So is I everything. Everything is I and I now to the fullness. So it's just I and I have to capitalize on the moment in time, knowing say every example we set is that has been used, you know, and become a reality in many communities. And it's just we still having meetings, we trying to align same way. We are so behind. So ones and ones must know so the time is now. You know, it's no much time to linger and bicker and just know so the time is now. And we must just grab it with everything what we can grab it with and move forward.
That is why I really, you know, step out of the legal profession and step into the media, because I realize we don't have a central voice that is
Yes, sir.
connecting all of the different aspects. You know, we don't have a platform. You know, if it's Jamaican Rastafari, it's Jamaican Rastafari. If it's Trinidad, it's Trinidad. If it's Africa, it's Africa. We don't have a platform that's bringing all of these things together. You know, right now we have Jamaica, Saint Lucia, Martinique on alive. You know what I mean? And we have ones from all over creation. You know, we're highlighting the Trinidad Rastafari community, the different spaces, and media is the one that pulls that narrative and creates that narrative. So this is
Yes,
why
sir.
this 10,000 subscribers, even though it's a milestone, is just the beginning, because we need platforms that have millions of people so that we can fund, you know, the stories that we need for our youths. We should have cartoons made by Rastafari for Rastafari youths. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
We should have blockbuster films pumping out about our liberty for Rastafari youths, about a farmer who's planting ITAL standard. Whereas, you know what I mean? And we make the farmer to be like how the DJ is right now, where everybody want
Yes,
to,
sir.
we want everybody want to farmer, you know what I mean? So it really is a strength. Hmm? Yeah, I was saying something, Bongo Wisely.
It's muted.
You muted, Bongo Wisely.
Yes, I was just saying, well, you know, it's some good PR that is needed, you know,
It's
because
crucial.
a lot of ones have the ability, but then, you know, it's to put it out there to let it be known, you know. Yeah.
We have to
In
create
terms
our
of the
own
nation
Rastafari.
building.
Sorry, go ahead, Bongo Wisely.
Yeah, I was saying, you know, in terms of the nation building, you know, we have to be able to recognize, you know, the various skills and talents within the wide communities, and be able to bring them together, That is why they say all for one and one for all.
Working in this manner, there can be no failure.
No, yeah,
Um,
truly.
I'm gonna go forward. Sister, how do you pronounce that name? Because I'm butchering it all of the time, and I feel we need some education from there, please.
Alors, it's le trousseau de l'impératrice, which is the Empress's dowry
Say that
in
again. The Empress
English.
is what?
Dowry.
Dowry.
A dowry. Yes, a dowry. DOWRY.
Dowry.
Yeah.
Le trousseau.
Yes, is it
de
a,
la
it's a name that le trousseau de
Um,
l'impératrice. L'impératrice is the empress.
the Empress. Le Russo.
And I put Nigeria to this.
Nigeria is what?
Elia.
Yes,
Origin. The Black Empress we're talking about. We're not talking about no European Empress, no Russian Empress, the Ethiopian Black Empress.
Aile. La trousseau de l'impératrice Nigrio. I'm gonna work on it.
Nigeria. Origin.
Nigeria. Origin. Okay. Because I go time practice it and learn it. Raskito, aka Zion Child, come and join me now. No being me, put on your camera. We're gonna add you to the stage. This is for the Lion Pride. If you're just joining us live, we are celebrating 10,000 subscribers on the Lion Voice Network. We are bringing together the Lion Pride. We have another Empress coming up to the stage. What you said to me? Hold on there. Royal blessings. Introduce yourself, please, my sister. Unmute.
Wow, Rastafari. Love. This is Yasser from Haiti, Haitian. Racine.
Okay.
Yeah, brethren, I've been bigging you up all the time. Game at me, His Majesty at his service. HXN, Haitian all the way. I'm giving thanks. Celebrations for the 10,000, yo. I'm one of the Patreon. My Kingman read your book early on, brethren. Yo, we are, man. Rastafari. You already Brother Itula, Seafood. Yo, I just want to give thanks to His Majesty. Yo, I want to give thanks to you, Brother Kwesi, but more so.
Can you put your phone like this?
Come, like this?
Yes, like this. Aile, see it there? Beautiful.
He's like, yeah.
Here's our Rastafari organization, Game Amp, Guerrilla Art.
Okay, explain it, because I'm always seeing in the comments, strong representation. This is my Patreon family. Explain what the name means.
Well, I got to give thanks to the Most High. So he gave it to the INI, but it's Guerrilla Art Marketing, Media Mentoring, and Education.
Okay.
And we art, music, media production. And the Most High does this back in the day in 2006, straight up from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Big it up for the New Mexico Rastafari. Big it up.
Big up.
You know,
big up. We can't see the eye. Get some light. Gain on me. We need to see the eye.
Okay.
Countenance.
I'm just excited. You're gonna see my little head. But no, I'm just getting that meditation. I'm here at one of my sister's house. It's very loud. Let me ask. Do you have a light? A lighter? Do you have a light out here? Yeah, we.
Okay, beautiful. Where are you calling in from?
Bro, you already know we from Northern Cali. We representing Oroville. And look, we representing Yae County, Yae Country. And if you're dyslexic, it's Aya, okay?
Yeah.
Representing the Golden Rock right here. Icula, big up. Seafolds, big up.
Icula, big up
Profile,
Icula.
big up.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So I just give thanks that I'm here. Praises to the Most High. But I want to big up the sister in them. Brother Quessy, I got to big up your queen, man. Like every time I see her, you know, I just want to say, I just big her up a lamb to a lamb.
Yes. She's our producer, so she's here in the eye. So anytime you see her, you know, my queen not the far, you know. So
you know, I want to big up Lion of Judah Society because, to be honest, I wouldn't. First of all, big up to all of our New Mexico Rastas, John Mikes, Elijah, all the Rasdem, Ras Francesco, the Southwest, the 505, but especially the true brethren that showed I the way, especially big up John Mike. But Lion Society, God on, give thanks. I hailing from that house, brethren. So I King Man, his name is Alonso Tafari.
Big him up.
Alonso Tafari, Actafari, en Espanol, Rastafari, and big. Just look him up. Alonso Tafari, he all over there. So I give it up to the King Man, brethren. This sharing this, yo. And you're gonna you need to have us up on there. You know you're already on the Patreon, so I expect you to follow. You know?
Yes, and I give thanks for your support. I have 2 on my Patreon, and you notice 2 sisters. So brethren, we need some balance. Come on.
Sistren, big up to you, Sistren, from the island of IET.
Sistren, big up. Big up yourself.
We got work to do.
J'ai entendu que tu es haïtienne.
Man,
ça fait plaisir.
Yeah, man. You're from Brazil?
I am not from Brazil. I am from Martinique.
Plaisir, from Brazil. Plaisir.
Tu parles créole et français, oui?
Ah oui?
Oui, je parle créole et français.
Oui, c'est vrai. Moi, dit racine, ouais? Racine.
Oui.
With the francophone, it's so racine. That's what we say when we're talking about the roots. But we as Ras have seen the racine, and this is the scene. Je suis très content. Je suis so humble. Merci, myself, for all the sister and all the francophone or Creole. Forget francophone. We are Creole, Afrophone. And big up to I sister Desiree also for holding it up from the
Yeah, man. This is what it's all about. And for all of the content creators, this is what it's about, creating community on your platform, within your ecosystem. You see the 2 sisters get the link. They're in the page, and I don't think they've ever talked to each other. So they them see each other face and know, yeah, man, you're supporting Rastafari Independent Non-Aligned Media together. They them are early pioneers in before we reach 20,000. And you all see the vision, and you trusted that as a brethren to carry out. And I'm humble, you know.
Sister Fanaye from Rastafari TV.
Rastafari TV, yes.
Mel and her niece, a good sister of mine.
Okay.
The night over here with Dub Plate Kitchen. All right, y'all. Come to Northern Cali. We got you. So I'm gonna put back.
We're gonna have to come out there and check it out. But this is what it's all about for my content creators who are following on your platform. You have to create space for real life interaction. And as Rastafari, we can't just get caught up in the algorithm, because you know that we are a face-to-face people. You know what I mean? We need real life connection. So this has made my Iman day, you know. I visioned this episode, but this exceed what I even had planned for the episode. We're gonna do a little bit of overtime. I see the Smiths, if you want to come up on the stage, Quinto, Zion Child, if you want to come up on the stage, we are posting the link. We are welcoming the Lion Pride tonight. We are here, you know what I mean? We are here just reflecting on where we want to go. We'll look back on these days as the early days of the platform, you know what I mean? We don't reach nowhere yet, you know, we're still a baby, but we'll look forward on this, and we have to celebrate, mark our victories, just like we take accountability for the failures. We have to mark the victory. Ross Woolley, what you think about the vibes? And the I have seen it. The I was probably one of the first subscribers to the platform. You know what I mean? How you feel? You know what I mean?
Boy, Fred Lock's voice, I've got a joy deep within my heart because I've got Jah, you know, and just to see the eyes progress and the growth is a joy, you know, because my thing different, you know, is not no boy, you know, no jealousy, is more appreciate love to see the progress of our next brother, you know. So we give thanks, and to see one from Reunion Island. To be honest, me never even knew about no Reunion Island, my boss. So
Never hear about
we
it in
live
our
and
life.
we learn, and then now the sister them talking French and Creole and the joy. Yeah, man. You know, so me sit down like I'm watching TV. You see?
Like a student.
Yeah, like a student, because me give thanks for the link, because we're always looking for other media content creators, and she has said guerrilla marketing is like, yo,
Yes,
we need
yes.
to talk, because we need
Yo,
some help.
the steward. I'm honored that the Most High plot this in I in 2006. You know, just have this baby. You know, and I want to up Papa Wastik and Empress Kausu from Ghana. Must be.
Wow.
Big up, big up.
Know, I gotta give praise to the Most High, because some bomba clot thing happened with them. Police stole their money, all that. Like, you know, they thought that they were. I guess they didn't know they were royalty, but the Most High blessed. But, brother, I wanted to say that it's not a number. You have to remember the remnant is small, right?
Yes, yes.
We have a VIP backstage, you know. And when I came into this trot and I tried to pull everybody back here to see, the Most High had to show me not everybody get backstage access, and you lose your clearance trying to drag ones in here that don't belong back here. So thank you, fam. That's all.
You said your Kingman read the book. Did I get a chance to read the book?
Yes, I have, but my king man really read it and read it again and again and again. So the youth have been reading it. Really love the what you do, and we are with our organization. We like to do play. So our organization is Game Amp Play. So we do production, literacy, art, and youth. So we'd like to use segments of that to incorporate that in the cultural literacy of who we are as Beta Israels, Ethiopians, as diaspora, you know. So we will be utilizing, because you inspired us with the beginning, with the youth reading it. It was so inspiring. So it's a beautiful book. We look forward to building curriculum and really doing what the do it.
Well, we give thanks for the I support. I want to just become a UK family. What time is it there, Rasnigos?
Late.
6 a.m.
Oh,
Because
is this the
you
same
see
No,
Rasnigos,
no,
roster?
no, 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 no.
you see
I don't
Rasnigos
think
keep
it's
it
that far.
simple, but we know it's up in the hours.
Yeah,
So
man.
respectful of the eye time. Let the people know how they can support the eye. Anything that the eye wants said.
Well, you know, Rasnigo side, the artists, ones can support her on Spotify, you know, Google Play, There's a YouTube channel, Rasnigo Sai same way, and Harry Joseph Healing Stream. Today I got my first royalty check in life.
What?
Yeah, first royalty check. All these years I do music. so, so it's a great celebration, Iowa.
Yes,
So we
sir.
find out it work, so
Yeah,
give
man.
thanks.
Ras Niggas, are you the same Ras Niggas from Dark Foundation who I'm on the committee, Shashamani committee in California?
No, that's the Ella. That's the Ella.
Okay, good thing.
Yes, I.
Yes, blessing. I didn't know that guy is part of Dark too. You know me?
Yes, I Dark Lion and Judah Society. Yes, I Brethren.
Yeah, big up Dark. I was part of the founding of Dark too. Big up Dark. Foundation, Jabi, all of the brethren them. You know what I mean? Perfect love and strength to the ones them, But yes, we are strong when we're together, and we're building something beautiful here. We're not gonna stop until we see Ross Daniel. Big up Ross Daniel, out of St. James, Wakefield family, Trelawney. Ross Daniel, if you want to join, you can join too, family. All of the Lion Pride that are out there. We're gonna do a few more minutes and then seal up. But we're here celebrating, as the sister says, not a numbers game, but at the same time you have to measure what you do to make sure you're having that impact. And for YouTube, just for the content creators, the subscriber count doesn't matter as much as it used to. It really the watch time is really what YouTube tracks and what you really monetize. So for all of the Lion Pride, I encourage you, go and watch the videos, the old catalog. We have over 830 pieces of content on the platform. Since we have started, we have accumulated over 200,000 views on the channel as well. So we're really starting to pick up pace. We have the most Rastafari woman content of any platform on the planet Earth. And me now stop say that. And I want somebody show me a platform with more sistren voices than the Lion Voice Network. We are a family platform. We defend the Rastafari family. This is not a gallus, gigolo, Joe grind platform. We're born we born all three of them, 'cause we're about building the family, and that is why I think a lot of the sisters in them love the platform and take on to the platform. I don't burn out polygamy, but I always say it's a rich man sport. So if you're not a wealthy man, don't tell me about you want multiple wife and them thing there. And if that is your role, then your wife must choose the other wives. Don't bring home a daughter, after you're done sleep with her and tell your wife say you want another wife. Don't do that, Brett.
Oh boy, that is something that we gotta because ones and ones have to understand that when our patriarch got into it, it was a dupe. He got duped, not on purpose, but because there was like a cultural sin for the youngest one to get married. So Jacob, it was a property thing. So we have to understand that it's kind of like it was a property situation that didn't go out really pretty. And the point is, it wasn't pretty, But you know what I really love about Papa Abraham?
Yes.
When he had his problem with Mama Sarah and Mama Hagar, and after the trauma was over, guess when he was happy and chilling with Mama Torah? No problem. 8 is enough, right? 8 is enough. No strings attached. Keturah was like, yo, okay. He gave to Isaac what belonged to Isaac. My Kingman broke it down that that situation was a property, Laban, his name means white, so you already know we're dealing with a blunt thing, it's blank, a lot of things can happen real get crazy. So understand, yes, brethren, we understand that the family needs sistren. We sistren work it together. King Man can have a an empire with the queen and her handmaidens helping build this kingdom up. You don't need to laying with all the handmaidens.
It begins with harmony.
Yes.
And it leads with love.
Begins with harmony and leads with love.
Who was that there? Who was that? You get an assistant.
Never introduced.
Undercover, listen.
Introduce the sister in there. Introduce the sister in there.
Introduce the Isa.
Hi, it's Myra.
It's Myra. It's
Greetings,
Myra.
greetings, Sister Myra. Are you subscribed to the Lion Voice Network, Myra?
Just tonight.
But this is I sister from Calexico on the border of Mexico and California, where a lot of our Haitian people are at. Don't let her fool you. She a sister undercover. Her mom is straight black skin, okay? So under the cover be changing them the palm skin people mind because they think she Italian and all that. She's a sister undercover. Y'all understand the Caribbean way. This is yoga. I hope that
we do. Yes, we do.
Yes, I just so much. But one last thing I want to say is to the Queen Questy Sistren, man, your glasses game be on point, Sistren. Your our whole optic, the Sistren optic game. I'd be like, oh, that's gonna be my next pair of glasses. Boom, boom.
I know that, sweetheart.
I got some glasses. So what I saw, the glasses are way big for me, but they're good when they transition. You know, I look at all Chanel.
Yeah.
You would have won, and we need to have Rastafari him optics. Okay, you feel what I'm saying, Gorilla?
Yes, sir. I know that, sweetheart. Shireen, you say your optics game is unmatched, so you know what I mean. You're inspiring ones.
And you know, the last thing I want to say, and this is what Vonsu, I really appreciate you. Gonna be my lawyer, counselor, all that, because Game App needs you on deck. Yo, what we gonna do? Sister, we have some things that we need to work on, and call I because we got the Rastaman ting. Okay, that's all I gotta say, and I'm gonna drop it. Got everything for the women, them, for your queen, outward in all of it. You know what I'm saying? So I really
give thanks. Yeah, man. We welcome forward Hamilton. We're getting ready to seal up. My producer is giving me the signal. She won't go her bed.
She won't go her bed. Yeah, celebrate too long now.
But we give thanks for the celebration and the unity. You know, we feel the energy from all of the item coming forward. We celebrated the first year, my sister from Reunion Island coming on camera, the first time in our history tonight. You know what I mean? October 16th.
You see, I'm not so comfortable with the camera thing, you know.
No, but the beauty of your spirit shines through. Big up your king, man. Big up your youths, them, and your sound was so powerful. And I want to interview the eye for the platform too, you know, so we can get your story, because you know, even the whole fullness on Reunion Island, Martinique, that part of the Rastafari story has not really been told. So we definitely gonna I'm gonna reach out to the eye so we can get a fullness from the eye. Same with the eye again at me. This is a people's platform.
We sister, right? We.
Yeah, man. We're building a platform for the people. This is truly a global Rastafari platform. This has never been done, family. So give thanks for all of those who support. Go ahead.
I think this is the first time that someone can hear French speaking on your platform. I've never heard nobody speak French nor Creole. This must be recorded in
history.
We.
I'm also out the French because I grew up in Toronto, you know. So me grew up, I learned French, but me forget all of it. You understand?
And let's not forget His Majesty. first tutors were French.
Yes, they were
And
Dr.
Yes,
Vitalien.
and
Dr.
Vitalien.
Vitalien. Yes, he
Vitalien.
was from Martinique, right?
Guadeloupe.
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 Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Guadeloupe.
yes.
Yes.
So how far
And he
is
was a
Guadeloupe
French
from
teacher.
Martinique? How far is Guadeloupe from Martinique?
Well, there is one island between us. It's the island of Dominica, which is Waitikupuli.
Okay.
One
Yes,
island.
yes. And did you watch the Legend of Desmond Trotter? Did you see that episode,
Of
Raskabinda?
course, I appreciate and I must give thanks for the fact that you thought about interviewing him because I say you must talk with Raskabinda. You must check Raskabinda. If you check in Ras Makonnen concerning the history of the destitution of His Majesty, you must get in touch with Raskabinda, and this is what you did, and I was joyful. Give thanks.
Thanks. And do you know Bongo Wisely? Have you heard of Bongo Wisely?
I heard about Bongo Wisely. I think we met when I was a youth, but I'm not sure. But I think we met because I remember we went in St. Lucia with my mother and my brother and my sister, and we went to a Nyabingi celebration. And I think Bongo Wisely was there, but I'm not sure. And I don't remember the year.
So they
So
are second
who was
generation.
your brother and sister?
Pardon?
Can you remember the name of the brother and your sister who took you
My
to the
mother
baby?
is not Meg. Sister not Meg.
Oh, not Meg.
Yes, I.
So they are second generation Rastafari?
I am a second generation Rastafari and I am a mother of 2 Rastafari youths.
Wow. What a joy.
LT.
Massive respect. Big up yourself, Hamilton. You go to airport and the vibe so sweet, you forward into.
And the whole time I'm on the road, I say, I want to hurry up and reach back. I want to hurry up and get back. I hope it don't finish so we can get one more piece before it done,
Yeah, man. Give thanks. And
thanks.
this shows you, some people say, boy, if you don't have locks, you can't deal with Farai. I'd say once you accept the divinity of His Majesty, that is the bar and the levity, So we can't discriminate against our brothers who don't have them whole fully grown out, No, him can't come and Naya Bingi come hold the harps, but that is fine, Not everybody have to do that, in holding space. But he's Rastafari, he's our family, so we have to know that and we have to love that. Accountant, the brethren is a numbers man, so we are gonna hold him close here on the Lion Vice, But yeah, man, I'm gonna give everyone a chance to say final words because I don't want my wife vex with me a morning, because she have to go work a morning.
Makes sense.
So I have to balance. And as I'm married now 17 years.
Healing years.
Yeah, I've been with my wife 21 years, continuously 17 years of legal marriage, but 21 years consecutive traveling together.
That's powerful, man. That's
You know
powerful.
what I mean? So I'm actually getting ready to do a course. I did a conference this weekend with Muta Baruka and some others, and I did a whole thing about long term about marriage, because this is something that we're pushing heavy on this channel, is the institution of marriage and the importance to Rastafari family. And I'm coming out with a course called Purpose Over Pum Pum for the young brethren, to help to guide them, because a lot of our young, especially Rastafari brethren, are chasing what is underneath the daughters them and not really thinking from a nation building perspective. They're thinking about a personal gratification. You talk to them tell you about King Solomon, then tell you about Bob Marley, and tell you about all kind of something, but don't help us to build the nation. We need stable man, woman, and child families. You know what I mean? To build that bedrock that's gonna help to propel us. Because we find out, say, what happens. There's a lot of trauma because children grow up without their father, children grow up without a stable family, abuse, all these things running because the mother's working, there's no time for the children. It just creates a mess. So we want to end the generational curses. His Majesty break the chain. You know what I mean?
Building the better.
What say that again at me? What you say?
Building the better blessings.
Building the better blessings.
First, but building the blessing, moving forward and out. Hey.
I like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
That's what we're all about. So I hope my sister there, you follow the Lion Voice Network. Gain at me, put you on game tonight.
Oh, right there. Greets my guests.
Yes.
Lion right there.
Yes.
Real time.
Real time. So we look forward for the eye becoming part of the network. All right. So we're gonna give everyone a chance to say a final word. Hamilton, we're gonna start with the eye. Final songs that you want to share with the Lion Pride. Hundreds of people will watch this on the replay. We have 19 people with us live. But what's your final song just on everything? We're celebrating 10,000 subscribers, but how do I just feel overall about this evening?
You say it's a celebration evening, so I'm going to stick to that. And I think everybody should celebrate the good things that are going on at this time. We know a lot of stuff's happening, but a lot of good things are happening. And we need to feel good about those good things and feel strong in that and move forward with that. That is my song.
We need that because everyone on the Lion Pride know that I feel World War III is ongoing right now, and that we're witnessing the fall of Western colonialism and the Western Babylonian system. That's happening right now. Rastafari elders prophesied about this time. So this is why you see the Rastafari media rising at this time. This is why you see us pushing this unity, this unity right now. This is why we're pushing economic development at this time, because we have to come together to escape the great tribulation that is coming upon mankind. The Western powers, the colonialists, are going to plunge this earth into darkness with this war. And I, during this time, have to build a new reality, or we will be swept away with Babylon. So the stakes are high right now, but coming together, we can overcome, because the Lion of the tribe of Judah has prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. So we don't fret, and we Africans will fight if we find it necessary. And we are confident that we will win, because we are confident in the victory of good over evil. You know what I mean? So Ras Negos, way up in the hours, and the brethren come on, the brethren from I and the brother link, we just come in like family, because last minute we just send him a link and he just jump on. So he just show you the love and respect. And Ras Wooley tell me about this brother for months and months and months till we finally get the link. We have an episode, so you'll get his story on Lion Talk. But give us your final sounds, and again, just remind the people about the eye movements in the UK. And we have to come visit the eye juice bar and do a Lion, voice vlog from the juice bar. All them something when we touch UK. 'Cause I never been to UK before, so.
Well, they have a reason.
Yeah, no, we have to touch in. So talk to the people, give us your final sound.
Well, as the I rightfully saying, His Majesty show and I say unity is strength, our greatest weapon, So celebrating 10,000 is only what we could activate the 10,000 to be actively involved in the mission going forward, because there's a lot of works to be done, and the talks is good, and linking up is good, but it's what we do after, and what we do with the information that we gather from each other, So give thanks for the link up, give thanks for the unity, give thanks for the strength. Very empowering. As I can say, 10,000 is not a joke. Even though it may look like it's small in comparison to others, 10,000 is very, very, very serious in a day and age like now on a Rastafari platform. So give thanks for the energy and the information, the wealth of information, because I myself learned so much from just watching this fullness. And every time the eye put something is very thought provoking. It's like, yes, Kwesi, do it
Yes,
again.
sir.
Give thanks.
Give
Rastafari. Give
thanks.
thanks.
Give thanks for the confidence. A long time them man there, Chad. He has a
Yes, sir.
son that's a professional footballer. You know,
Yes,
say
sir.
him look like a young man, you know, but him have years upon him.
Give thanks.
Them man there with bigger brother. So we give thanks for the chattings
Yes,
and
sir. More strength.
movements, you know. Getting at me, my sister and my new sister outside of you. Give us some final sound for the evening.
Giving thanks to the Most High and Empress Mendon. Giving thanks to all this right now. The words looking forward to and pray. You out.
The new we're building is, I call it outside. So
It's breaking up a little bit. Say it again. Say it again, my sister. You're saying something important.
the planet that I imagine this vibration is generating has the name of Altera Gaia. I heard the song. Angels came and sang the song to me. Altera Gaia. That's
Okay.
the new Earth.
And that's amen, amen, amen. You know, the new earth, the new world. We're made. We are starting. Is resetting.
With
Give
the I am
thanks.
present.
Praise the Most High. Rastafari. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, man. And anytime there's change, it's great turmoil and upheaval. So this is why self-determination, the teachings of Marcus Messiah Garvey, His Majesty, all of these greats, it's implementation time. The theory is not going to save you from this one. Before I get my final
Yeshua.
word,
Yeshua. His Majesty bigged up his Yeshua.
yes, Yeshua is the gateway, you know. So we have to acknowledge Yeshua. That is gonna teach you mastery over self. And for the ones them who burn out the Bible, I tell them to read the words of Yeshua, and you will find great wisdom. That is how I know he's real, because the word, you know, the word is the word. And if you look in the historical record, prior to Yeshua, you're not gonna see certain thing put that way there. And then when you see Yeshua come, you see it set that way there. And it changed the whole earth. You know what I mean? You cannot do that unless you have the power there, that Christ power. So, you know what I mean? We acknowledge Yeshua on this platform, you know, as the Almighty same way, you know, 1 and 3, 3 and 1, Memphis Kadus, and these things. So we'll get into those things, you know, we'll bring on some guests to go more into the heretical aspect. We have a reasoning coming up with Brother Carl Philpotts, who is a Yeshua man to the bone, was Holy Father. I'm looking forward to that one day. We're trying to schedule that. So stay tuned. Carl Philpott, Brother Carl, is going to be on the platform soon. So stay tuned. Before we bring forward my sister from Reunion Island, I want to just share something here. One moment here. I want to share. This flyer here. We have, if everyone can see, we have a workshop this Sunday. The Association of Rastafari Creatives, ARC Exchange, our quarterly member meeting now. We're going to be talking about your creative ecosystem. So you know what you see that I'm doing with this platform and the other things that I'm doing. You see the merchandise. We got the Reading Ras merch. We have the book. We're creating a creative ecosystem. What you're not seeing is the behind the scenes. You know, we're collecting emails. We're going to talk about the importance of the email list. We're going to talk about all of the things. You know, gain at me, know me. I talk about the digital marketing, the different aspects of a creative ecosystem and how you need to build it. And this is key to our self-reliant strategy as we move into this Armageddon, because being an employee right now is leaves you very vulnerable to the upheaval that is happening. So even if you're working a full-time job, we want to give Rastafari Creative the tools that they need to create their, another stream of income, and be able to be somewhat self-sufficient. So we are doing that this Sunday. Go to rastafaricreatives.com to register, to RSVP. There should be a link on the website. If you don't see the link, just put out a sound to I, and we will um, share that information for you. But we are building on all levels. Big up Akashic Records Reggae, one of our Lion Pride on Patreon. I love how the Lion Pride on Patreon is coming and showing up for I, because it really is a joy for know say the ones who are supporting financially, they believe in the thing, you know what I mean? They believe in what we are do, and they are here supporting I in that full strength. So big up all the Lion Pride on Patreon. All right, my sister Le Tresor de La Patrice Nigero. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Talk to us, your sister. Your final song.
Yes, work on it, Bridget. Yes, I want to say, I want to give thanks really for this platform because I lost my mother through whom I've learned Rastafari. I've learned Rastafari mother mainly, and she passed away last year, in October last year,
Sorry to hear that. Condolences.
and passed away. And every time I heard an episode of The Lion Voice, I feel compelled to come, like I come in an Ayabinki reasoning, and it's really uplifting for me. I've learned a lot. It's like a university for me, The Lion Voice,
Thanks.
and I'm very thankful for this.
Give thanks. The I make it worthwhile, the sacrifice. People don't see the hours it takes to edit the videos, the hard drive crashes, the machine them now work, the this and the that. They only see the output. They don't know what we go through working full-time job, working 12-hour days, and then you have to go edit a video. You have meetings to go, you have non-profit work, you have this and that, and we still try to keep the consistency, but it's all worth it when I hear testimony like the I just gave my sister. You don't know what you do for so I really give thanks, and to make it even stronger, the I is supporting financially, and I mean that to I mean the world, because it shows you're not just talking, you're actually investing in a future for Rastafari media. So big up yourself, my sister. Around the world, and a US dollar she has
Yes.
spent neither family. You know what I mean? She just support the thing, you know what I mean? And I really do show gratitude to you and your king man, because you're a mother, you have children, you have other responsibilities, and you're still supporting I. So me give thanks.
Yes, I feel a lot of this content should be available in different languages because it's really uplifting for all the Rasta community around the world. The generally people are speaking in English, but not everybody understands English, and everybody needs to know who is Rastafari.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm not only French speaking here, so I encourage you to make sure that this content are translated.
Yeah, man. There I can do the translation, and hopefully, we can build a platform so we can pay you for that work too, because that is so key. You know what I mean? And I believe in paying people. I can't afford it now, so don't look out for no check up reach you anytime soon. But we want to get there. That is the point.
Yes, but I do it with love. I do it with love. I do it. Yes. I'll leave it with you.
Give thanks, give thanks. So yeah, man. So we'll talk off air, and definitely let's start getting the translation going for the French family, because this is nation time. This is pedal to the floor. Again, I'm very serious about this Armageddon war that's coming. We see what's happening in the Middle East, in Ukraine, in the Congo, Sudan, Ethiopia, global instability. The beast is at its most dangerous. When a beast is cornered and he knows his time is done, is when he's the most dangerous. So we really need to come together right now to ensure that we survive what's to come. And the only way is collective security. So big up yourself, my sister. Ras Woolley, final word sound, and we'll end off with our elder, Bongo
Yes.
Wise.
Yes, I will give thanks again to the Most High. We have to big up the Lion Voice Network on reaching 10,000 subscribers, and we I will take it as a major accomplishment. We dash compare, complain, and criticize, right? So we leave those things to the side. So we're not gonna compare it to no one else. We're not gonna complain. We're going to give thanks that they are reached 10,000, and there's nothing to criticize. Cause we're just focusing on the positive. So then now when we even talk about that now that is one gem. The second gem is the fulfilling the eye purpose with passion and the persistence. You know, it is demonstrated in the work that Lion Voice Network has brought forth. You know, because even I right now, one of my greatest joys living within my purpose and fulfilling my passion, which is Rastafari. You know, and then now all of us must remember the joy is in the journey. Every step of the way, hold on to that joy. You know, because it is an accomplishment even to wake up in the
Highly.
morning. So consider the ourselves accomplished, and we give thanks for everyone's presence. And I will continue to support each other, iron sharpened iron. And I know that everyone here is taking the time to strengthen the Lion Voice Network, and we give thanks for the IDM presence. And, you know, same way we have to push forward, because unity is key.
And make we clap, Ras Woolley. If the item see the new logo, a Ras Woolley logo for the Lion Voice Network, this brethren is the best graphics man in the creation. If you have any logo where you need graphics,
Me
reach
say,
out.
I'm a promoter, producer, manager. Man, I tell you.
Reach out to the brother, because the brother,
Positive.
a man serious, the man talent is serious. Reach out to him. If you look at the association of Rastafari social media, the quality, you know what I mean, at this brethren, and we're at 8,000 over there on IG. Wally Kings, he was one of the biggest promoter in DC. So we give thanks for the eye strength, King, and all of the things that the eye do. Remember, Sunday, the Association of Rastafari Creatives will be meeting at 2 p.m. We're doing a workshop on building your creative ecosystem. We're also going to talk about the agenda for ARC. We're a trade association for Rastafari creatives. So, we're all about setting an economic base. If Rastafari is a nation, our creative industry would be our largest export. So, one of the reasons I started the association of Rastafari creatives, and Ras Woolley was one of the first phone calls I made when the concept came to was because if we have such a great export and we don't have any institutions protecting, preserving, and pushing out and helping us to raise the standard, then we're joking around. And this was also one of the mandates that came out of the 1983 conference at the University of the West Indies, that the creative industry must come together for the benefit of the movement. So as a youth, I said I can add that contribution, and ARC was born. So we are taking that to the next level. If you are a creative, Rastafari Creative, join us on Sunday. Go to rastafaricreative.com. You can RSVP and join us. Also, this Friday, the 10,000 subscriber celebration continues. I have a big interview with one of the icons of the Rastafari movement dropping on Friday. I'm not going to tell you, the Patreon people, them don't know, say, because them in the inner circle. So if you want to know, you have to pay money for that, to get them information. Them, and not lie. However, you know what I mean, His Majesty made it possible for I to get this interview in celebration of the 10,000. So you can see the levels where we're going with this platform. And let the item know I'm fully loaded with content. Ras Negos interview is in the pipeline. We have Rasa Jai, who played Clady Massap in Bob Marley movie. We had a Fire Reasoning in the pipeline. We have TPI grade in the pipeline. We have Ras Batch in the pipeline. We have whole heap of interview. I can't remember them all. If I start talk, I forget them. But whole heap of interviews loaded. We're fully loaded and ready to fire off some information and knowledge. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the platform. If you are not in the Patreon as of yet, join the free Patreon. You can join for free. All you have to do is give your email so you can get the newsletter and you can stay in tune. If you are a free member of the Patreon, consider upgrading to a $5 a month membership. The ultimate goal for the first phase of our development is to have 1,000 people in the Patreon at the $10 level. So hopefully by end of next year, we reach that goal. By January 1st, we're trying to get 100 people in the Patreon. We're at 21 right now. So, you know what I mean? We need for some more energy, some more heat. So join the Patreon. We want higher staff. You know, I need an editor. I can't keep doing everything. It's not sustainable, even though I love myself and I can, you know, me I learn and me I do all of the things and me I wear all of the hats. Yeah, that's nice and thing. But to build a true business enterprise, you have to be able to scale the business. And as I said, I know already I can go out get sponsors, but that's not the business model that we are seeking to do. We will do that, but I don't want to be reliant on sponsorship. I want to be reliant on the audience, because that is where my love is the audience. So join the Patreon, $10, $20. Big up Empress Jennifer, who just came on at $40 a month. You can set whatever you afford. You can set the level of how you value the platform. Again, 835 pieces of content plus on the platform. So you know it's consistent. We're investing in creating an online community for Rastafari people. So support it. All right, Bongo Wisely. Final word sound. You're watching, you know, you see the youths them rising up. What is your final sound to the Lion Pride, to the global Rastafari family for the evening, to seal us up?
Yes, I give thanks again, Rastafari, blessed love. Yeah, man, once again, I want to give thanks, to the Lion Pride for its achievements, within that space of time, in terms of subscribers and so on. We give thanks and we're hoping that them will continue to multiply and expand and, become the true global voice of the Rastafari community. So giving thanks, for those achievements, Raskwasi.
Give thanks.
Yes, on behalf of the Caribbean Rastafari organization, I want to take the opportunity to remind ones and for those who are not aware of, to inform the item that the Caribbean Rastafari organization will be having its convention in April 2025 in the island of Antigua, where a new executive will be elected to run the affairs of the organization for the next 5 years. So again, well, within the Rastafari organization, we have 9 islands with national membership, national organization membership, which is what we encourage every island to organize themselves into a national body to give that one voice representation to the Rastafari community. You know, so we're looking to widen the family because we don't have everybody on board as yet, but we keep on going. You know, we give thanks for where we are thus far, and we're hoping that next year that with that new executive that will be elected, that we will take the operations and the functionalities of the Caribbean Rastafari organization to a higher level, where we would eventually reach to see that one global Rastafari government. So again, I give thanks for the opportunity to be on the platform. And to all our viewers and listeners, we do hope and pray that the IDEM will continue to support the initiative. It is important, as we say, is all for one and one for all. Working together in such manner, there can be no failure.
Yes, sir.
Ilai, Selassie, Rastafari.
Selassie.
Rastafari.
Let's talk offline. I would love to be there to cover it for Lion Voice, that conference. And I know the RMO in Jamaica would love to send a delegation. So let's talk offline, Bongo Wisely, how I can reach there and make it happen,
True. Yeah, and also for those who want to get in touch with the secretariat is in St. Kitts Nevis, Caribbean Rastafari at yahoo.com. Where you could write to the secretariat and you could get information pertaining to the upcoming convention.
All right.
Caribbean Rastafari at yahoo.com.
Give thanks. I'm going to give Honorable Priest Lamont, who just joined us, the final word sound. Honorable Priest, I don't know if you can turn on your camera so that people can see the eye. Honorable Priest Lamont is one of the chairs of the Rastafari Mansion and organization representing the Bobo Shanti House. Honorable Priest, is they able to turn on your camera? You're muted. There is muted. Honorable Priest Lamont? Yeah, is muted. I cannot unmute the eye. Honorable Priest? All right, I don't know what's happening, family. But Honorable Priest Lamont is due for an outer view here, so we'll bring him on. But this is what it is, and give thanks to all the ones who came up. This exceeded my expectations. This was such a joy to gather here with all of the family. Next strong, we'll have another special guest. We're working on some big interviews Friday at noon. Make sure you lock it. We have an icon of the Rastafari movement. Big interview getting ready for drop to celebrate the 10,000. And we're going to do a recap, kind of retrospective episode down the line, as we celebrate this milestone and we go. Why? Because the time has come for the Lions to tell our own story. And this is the Lion Voice. Ilai.
Rastafari.
People, this is Michael Shemai representing. I say, Hail Lion Voice, saying it is time for the lions and the lionesses to tell their own story. King David killed Goliath with a stone, the original dread.
The fittest of the the fittest shall survive. My people, open your eyes. Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega representing for all lions and lionesses. With the lion's voice, we come to tell our story. Rastafari, live it. Hey, the lion's voice. Rastafari.
The time has come for lions to tell I own story. Yes, you're listening to Lion's Voice. I is Rasabat chilling from the island of St. Croix. Yeah, I'm bringing to you Rastafari vibes. Can you feel it? Rastafari. Babylon born when Rasta come together. Can you feel it? Rastafari. Because Babylon done when I and I come together. Look how we live together, look how we work together, Whoa, Babylon done when Rasta come together. Hail I, Rastafari, His Majesty and Empress men and blessed. Yeah man, hailing from St. Croix, Rastafari, hail you.
Aye.
Greetings, I'm Sister Aisha Diana Conwood, currently the Assistant Commissioner of Agriculture for the U.S. Virgin Islands. Time for the lioness to roar. You know, this is the lion's voice. Lioness, let's roar, lion pour. Ah!
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the light. Lion voice.